and tonight's bench warmers, Glenfield and Friends. Proud to be the official hotel of the Atlanta Gladiators and welcomes everyone to tonight's game.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 37th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticKnit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2025 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Hotel Planner, official hotel reservations partner; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Prolific One, exclusive secondary ticketing partner; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2025 ECHL Hockey Heritage Weekend. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Live from Gas South Arena in Duluth, Georgia, it's time for a Saturday night edition of Atlanta Gladiators Hockey. Liam Gotimer here with you. Alongside me is Ethan Esther, back in the booth. Ethan, how are we doing? Welcome back to Gas South Arena.
Thank you for welcoming me back. I've honestly been doing great. I'm really happy to be back here, and I'm really excited for some Glads hockey tonight as we take on the Swamp Rabbits.
It's going to be a great game, the second of back-to-back meetings against their South Division rivals in the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. With that, let's take you back to last night at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena, where the Gladiators fell in a tight contest to Greenville. Here's a chance for the Gladiators, and they score! Ryan Francis puts it home. The former Swamp Rabbit evens the score. At 7:38. Let's take a look at the replay. That was a backdoor tap-in by Ryan Francis. So here is Haskins. He'll drop it back for Savoy, who fires, and a stick save made by Drew DeRitter. Jiragash at the left point, scooping it up. His Timofeyev scores! Atlanta's defense getting the stick tangled up in the skates of Carter Savoy, bringing him down. Here is Ryan Cranford, scores! What a goal from Ryan Cranford in the mid-slot. And he rifled that one past Charlson. And we have a tie hockey game. Watch out, this might be numbers. Austin Saint with a 3-on-0 across, they score. Right circle, quick pass, Topatic, a slapper, score! We're tied! It's 3-3, a power play goal by number 28. On Atlanta's 24th shot of the game, they have tied the score at 8:35. Derek Topatic with the mid-slot, with a slapper right by Pierce Charlson. Turning, creating some more time and spaces. Brackett save, no, they score! As they nearly do again, as Ben Poisson shoots. DeRitter stopped that. One more time, Brackett scores. As you just saw, two third-period goals doomed the Gladiators in last night's game. once again on the road at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena. For the Swamp Rabbits, they received goals from Carter Savoy twice, Stepan Timofeyev, Austin Saint, and Jack Brackett with the dagger late in the final frame. For the Gladiators, Ryan Francis scored his first in a Gladiator uniform, followed by Ryan Cranford, and then Derek Topadic on the power play. The goaltenders, Pierce Charlson earned his first professional win, stopping 31 of 34 for the home side, while Drew DeRitter for Atlanta denied 20 of 25 in the loss. And Ethan, the Gladiators fall in last night's game, but they score 3 goals against the Swamp Rabbits. Just momentary lapses where Atlanta struggled, but an opportunity to get back at it on home ice tonight.
We do have a great opportunity on home ice tonight at Gas South Arena. We are wearing our retro gaming night jerseys. We have a fun theme night for tonight, as well as getting back on our home ice. We have to compete against Greenville because we need to win all 9 of our upcoming games, and Orlando needs to lose all 7 for us to make the playoffs. So we gotta start with that with a win tonight. We gotta make a big push.
Playoff chances hanging by a thread, but as Ethan said, it all starts tonight. More pregame coverage coming your way after the break. You're listening and watching Atlanta Gladiators hockey on Flow Hockey and YouTube Live, presented by Authenticate, graphic design and video production. We'll be right back.
The Atlanta Gladiators know that to perform at our best, we need to fuel our body the right way, and that's why we love Jason's Deli. With a wide variety of delicious sandwiches, fresh salads, and hearty soups, we can always count on a satisfying meal. The quality ingredients and generous portions keep us energized and ready for action. Whether it's a quick lunch or a hearty dinner, Jason's Deli is the perfect spot for players and fans alike to enjoy great food and stay energized. For meals that power our game, Jason's Deli is our top choice.
Have you ever watched a hockey game and thought, I could totally do that? Call the game and break down the action? Well, now is your chance to make that thought a reality with a unique and thrilling opportunity on the call with Liam Gotimer. This one-of-a-kind program invites you to step into the broadcast booth with me for an exclusive hands-on experience in the world of sports broadcasting. Whether you're an aspiring broadcaster or a die-hard hockey fan, this is your chance to join in on the fun. Visit AtlantaGladiators.com for more information on how to sign up today. Back here at Gas South Arena, Liam Gotimer here with you. Alongside me is Ethan Esther as we get you set for Retro Gaming Night here at Gas South Arena between your Atlanta Gladiators and the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. With that, let's check out lines for each team, starting with Atlanta. For the Gladiators, they receive a big boost on the offensive side back in the lineup. The first line, Alex Campbell, number 13, will skate alongside Ryan Francis, who scored last night, and Eric Neely, who wears a new number. There will be a lot of new numbers in tonight's game. Eric Neely, the captain, wears number 46. The second line, Carson Denemy, Jackson Pearson, and Alex Young. Mickey Burns, Joey Cipollone, and Randy Hernandez is line number 3. Some new numbers between those two lines as well. Randy Hernandez wearing number 61. Says number 81 on your screen, but he will wear number 61. Tyler Drevich is the fourth line centerman. He wears number 94. Nick Wong moves from number 23 to number 24, and those two will skate alongside Ryan Cranford on the fourth line. Michael Marquezan, number 33, just released today. A huge thank you to Michael Marquezan for his service both last year and this year. Really a special person and a very good hockey player, and I know that he will have another stop somewhere in the ECHL and professional hockey. So, Marchie, hats off to you, and we're going to miss you, my man. On defense, Jeremy Hansel and Derek Topadic, Anthony Furiolo with Zach Yoder, who re-enters the Gladiators lineup, and Andrew Jarvis, who wears his former number 25, with Brendan Dadema. In goal, it's Ethan Hyder, who's number 30, and Drew DeRitter backing him up. For Greenville, the Swamp Rabbits going with a very similar lineup as they did last night. Carter Savoy, Stuart Roloffs, and Stepan Timofeyev. Brent Peterson, the alternate captain, Kyle Haskins, and Austin Saint. Jack Brackett, who was a menace in the third period last night, is the left winger on line number 3, while Ryan O'Hara, number 14, is the third line center. On the right is Sam Cote at number 21, the two extra forwards, Ben Poisson and Dawson Tritt, who is making his professional debut. On defense, Chandler Romeo and John Parker Jones, Connor Hutchison and Justin Jeragash, Jacob Modry with Miles Gendron, Matthias Scholl, the goaltender. He makes his professional debut, the starter, backed up by Pierce Charlson, number 34. Now on to our players to watch. First, for your Atlanta Gladiators, I am looking at number 22, Alex Young, acquired recently by the Gladiators in a trade with the Adirondack Thunder that also brought Ryan Francis to the team. And he had one heck of a game last night, Ethan. He led the Gladiators in shots on goal with 7. He was really everywhere, so got to watch out for number 22. On the other side for Greenville, I'm looking at Matthias Scholl, the goaltender, making his professional debut for the Swamp Rabbits. Greenville has gone through an abundance of changes in terms of their netminder, and they will turn to number 29 tonight after Pierce Charleston earned his first professional win in his 5th professional start. Colby Hay, the 3rd goaltender in this evening's game. Charleston backs up Scholl. But number 29, once again, making his professional debut for the Greenville Swamp Rabbits tonight. So, Ethan, if Atlanta wants to get the win, jumping on a goaltender making his first ever start would be a great way to do that.
It really would. I mean, first ever career start, that's a really great goal. But Atlanta does have to take advantage of that, because taking advantage of a new goaltender is a way to start our new playoff push. They don't know what he's like. All they have is old tapes from him. So they're going to have to experiment a little bit in the first frame, but then we can go all out in the second.
And speaking of the playoff push, let's take a look at the South Division standings. The South Carolina Stingrays all over the place. They have 99 points. They are about to pick up their 100th and their 101st points in the South Division. They are up 6-0 currently against the Kalamazoo Wings. The Florida Everblades not too far behind with 96 points. The Jacksonville Icemen in 3rd place. They have also clinched 10 points behind Florida with 86 points themselves. As Ethan mentioned, if Atlanta loses in tonight's game, the Orlando Solar Bears will clinch that 4th and final playoff spot. The Savannah Ghost Pirates 1 point ahead of your Atlanta Gladiators, and the Greenville Swamp Rabbits in that 7th and final spot in the South Division standings, earning their 24th victory of the season and their 55th and 56th points of the campaign. With that, we are just moments away from puck drop here at Gas South Arena. Let's send it to a quick break, and then when we return, Atlanta Gladiators hockey coming your way.
from Mississauga, Ontario, number 28, Derek Tupatic. At forward from Chateauguay, Quebec, number 13, Alexander Campbell. At forward from Warminster, Pennsylvania, number 46, Eric Neely. At forward from Halifax, Nova Scotia, number 86, Ryan Francis. In between the pipes, your netminder from Maple Grove, Minnesota, number 30, Ethan Hyder. The assistant coach of the Gladiators is Matt Ginn, and the head coach for Gladiators is Derek Nesbitt. Fans, please stand at this time as Pack 231 honors our nation with a presentation of our colors. Fans, please remove all caps and continue standing and stand with hands over heart as we honor America and all the brave men and women who served our country with the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by Michael Allen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight all the ramparts we wrought were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. Fans, dropping tonight's first buck is Holden Karen. Thanks, Holden. Captains, please join us for our Georgia Lottery puck drop. Dropping the second puck of the night is Brandon from Georgia Lottery. Thanks, Brandon.
A warm welcome back to Atlanta Gladiators hockey. Liam Gotimer here with you. Alongside me is Ethan Esther for Retro Gaming Night. Atlanta will skate from right to left wearing their Nashville Predators Winter Classic inspired jerseys, while Greenville, wearing their orange uniforms, will counter, skating from left to right. Your starters, presented by SunXL Georgia. For the Gladiators, Alex Campbell, Ryan Francis, and Eric Neely. The captain, Eric Neely, wears a new number, that's 46. On defense, Derek Topatic with Jeremy Hansel. And in goal is Ethan Heider, who, for one night only, wears number 30 as he's tested early. A one-timer by Stepan Timofeyev, who scored a power play goal in last night's game. He just missed the net. So hustling to the puck is Alexander Campbell, making his return to the Gladiators lineup. A diagonal feed for Jeremy Hansel, who shoots through traffic, and it gets redirected right back into the grasp of Alex Campbell. So Paddock shoots to the net, and a save by Matthias Scholl, who is making his professional debut for the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. And that's a big save he has to make 31 seconds in, Ethan.
It is. That's the first save of his professional hockey career as Atlanta gets a line change. But that was a great save. He got in, he put his glove over the puck, and that's definitely going to be a moment to remember, especially as your first save. I can bet you that some mom and dad somewhere are really proud.
A big stop right there, but a lot of time left to go. Atlanta controls off of the faceoff. That's Alex Young, number 22. He led the Gladiators in the shots on goal category last night at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena. He had 7 shots on net. Inside his own blue line, Kyle Haskins. He'll lay it across for Jacob Beaudry, number 2. Haskins received a 5-minute major in last night's game and a game misconduct. As Alex Young will headman his way out of the zone. Young, my player to watch in tonight's game, the Calgary, Alberta, Canada native. He sends it in to the Greenville end. Jacob Beaudry is hit by Young as Atlanta tries to take the puck. Mickey Burns was there as well. Burns had an excellent night as well for the Gladiators. Just did not get rewarded in Greenville, but there's always tonight. As a quick shot from a sharp angle for the Swamp Rabbits hits the side of the goal. Behind Ethan Heider, the Maple Grove, Minnesota native, making his 32nd appearance of the year. 16, 12, 1-1, a 3.16 goals against average, and a save percentage of .893. And Ethan, you have kept on with the theme of the jerseys for tonight. Atlanta honoring their NHL affiliates in the Nashville Predators, and you are too.
I am. I do love the Predators. I love our jerseys tonight. They're retro gaming themed jerseys inspired by our Winter Classic, like you just said. And they are looking really fresh on the ice and looking a little intimidating for Greenville, to be honest.
Intimidating for sure. Anything that will work, right, Ethan?
Anything that'll work. It's hockey. It's not something easy, and you have to get any intimidations you can. You have to get any chance that you can. So what we're doing tonight is not dirty, but it's nice jerseys, and it's working.
It's effective. Randy Hernandez with a drop pass. Ryan Cranford, who scored last night, flings a backhander towards the net. Wide to the stick side of Scholl, who is from Hermosa Beach, California. 5'11", 180 pounds, as Ethan Heider, his goaltending counterpart, to the broadcast right, makes a glove save. His first stop of the evening. And Ethan, I look at one player for the Gladiators making his return to the Atlanta starting lineup tonight that is really expected to give the Gladiators a boost. He's skating alongside Ryan Francis and Eric Neely. He started this game. It's Alex Campbell. Only 3 games in a Gladiator uniform, but Ethan, 4 points, 2 goals, and 2 assists. His last game came against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits on February the 23rd, and he scored that day in Greenville.
Wow. Those are some great statistics, honestly. He's coming back. We got to make a big impact player on this team. The Gladiators are doing great tonight. We've won almost every face-off.
It's been a good start for sure.
Yeah, it really has, as Heider gets a stop.
Big glove save by Ethan Heider. Looking like me out there.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you about that. How did you do in the goalie uniform after school day?
You know, if you ask everybody else out there, they probably saw something different than I did. You know what I saw? I saw a perfect performance. But no, in reality, Ethan, I let up more goals than I stopped. I'm not Ethan Heider. I'm quite a ways away from that. There's a reason why I wear the headset.
Yeah, Ethan Heider, he's a great goaltender. He has a really big save percentage this year, something like .914. I don't know if I've got that number right, but it's really big. maybe in the 8s, actually. I don't remember. But he's had some big saves this year, and he's been a really great player.
As we have a Senexcel icing on the Swamp Rabbits. The face-off will come in the Greenville end in just a moment. His save percentage right now, Ethan, is 893, but there was a point in the season where he was up towards 910 to 920 in that range that you were discussing before.
Yes.
And goaltending really is such a position where things can change night to night.
Things really can. Being a goaltender, it's the ice, it's the net, it's the crowd. Who's behind you? Like right now, we have a sea of yellow Gladiators fans. But maybe at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena, it was all blue or all orange.
Yeah,
so
Greenville definitely had their fans come out. And they took advantage of that, scoring 21 seconds into the game. It was Carter Savoy, number 27, who scored the goal. And, well, Savoy getting into it with Jarvis as a shoving match ensues. Jacob Modry has Alex Campbell by the jersey. Both teams separate, but no love lost, Ethan, between these two teams. Always the case when dealing with division rivals.
it is a really big case, especially with Atlanta. We are playing with every single bit of power we have tonight, and these are our rivals. We're not going easy on them. Ryan Francis gliding in for the face-off. He's going to try to win that, and we're going to try to make a push into their zone. So let's see if we can make this happen.
The first goal of the game last night came off of the stick of Ryan Francis. Went glove side high on the goaltender, Pierce Charleston. Let's see if he's got an encore performance. But Atlanta defending right now in their own end. Holding the puck around the goal is Ryan O'Hara, number 14, one of many fresh faces for the Swamp Rabbits. Sam Cota is checked into the board. You love to see that out of Ryan Francis, getting physical in the D zone. Jacob Modry shoots. A redirect from Brackett unsuccessful. We saw Brackett score in last night's game. He looks for another as he weaves right in front of Ethan Hyder and got a tip on that puck. Hyder did well to get his stick up. Meanwhile, another chance for Brackett, and Hyder comes out to make the save, gluing the biscuit to his midsection. Gotta watch out for Jack Brackett, number 22, 5'11", 165 out of Manassas, Virginia.
We also have some new guys coming into Atlanta, Ryan Francis and Alex Young. Do you think we won that trade? We did give up Blake Murray, but we have two young and fast skaters that are ready to come into the ECHL. And they're ready to wear the Atlanta uniform and help us get the wins. So they've been playing really great, but we did lose Blake Murray. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, Francis a little bit more established in this league than Young is, but Young really had a nice game yesterday, and so did Francis, of course, scoring a goal. That's never a bad thing. For me, I think time will tell as Jeremy Hansel takes the puck away. Pad save by Scholl at the blue line. Topatic, my point, will hold on for just a moment as Atlanta hot here in the offensive zone. Hansel left point. He'll lay it down deep. Jackson Pearson, number 19. He'll skate past his man. That's John Parker Jones. Cycle it down low for Alex Young, who spins, falls down to the ice, and sends a pass to the right circle. Nobody home, but Pearson takes the puck right back. Young to the blue line. Hansel walks into the circle, and Scholl makes another save. Denemy was right in front, and he takes a shove from the 6'7" John Parker Jones. And both teams will grab a line change. Going back to your question, Ethan, in terms of did the Gladiators win the Blake Murray trade? I think all trades, time will tell. But I think Francis and Young have really assimilated quite well to the Gladiators family, the system, and we're starting to see them gain a little bit more confidence game by game. And for Blake Murray, well, he did not report to Adirondack, so the Thunder flipped him to the Fort Wayne Comets for future considerations. So Fort Wayne now reaping the benefits of Blake Murray, and Murray has produced a few points in his first couple of games with the Comets. And you know what, Ethan, in terms of the trade, not every deal meant for this season. Of course, the Gladiators would love to see what Francis and Young are able to do, but to be able to have players under control on ECHL contracts going into next season, that is a benefit for head coach Derek Nesbitt and assistant coach Matt Ginn in terms of just manipulating what their roster is going to look like next year.
Yeah, there's been a big difference from the beginning of the season to now. So we've had a lot of progress, and head coach Derek Nesbitt, he's put an exciting, fast, and kind of young team out onto the ice. So we have to make that big priority next year of who we're putting out onto the ice and who we're putting as line mates.
There's a good mix of young players and veterans on this team. Two very good goaltenders, which is always nice. As a one-timer from Stuart Roloffs, he fanned on it, but he had a lot of open ice to work with. So Dustin Jaragash, we saw him on the power play for Greenville as a stuff-in try does not get through to the net. Center point here is Miles Gendron. He'll leave it off for Carter Savoy. Atop the right circle, what a rink-wide feed. Here's a shot that comes in off the stick of Timo Feyev. Hyder gets down to make the stop. Savoy has it still. A backhander is played away from the Gladiator net. A one-timer from Modry blocked, and a big hit by Ryan Cranford sends his man down. Atlanta still desperately defending here. 13-15 to go in the first, and now breaking free will be Tyler Drevich, but he was right at the end of his shift. Out of gas, you could say. And Greenville will settle it down in their own zone, but they come right back up with speed. Jack Brackett, number 22. He'll turn, leave it off for a teammate, O'Hara, who wraps around the net. He cuts towards the goal, and Hyder makes a stick save. At the goal line on the backhand, Kota to the blue line. John Parker Jones' shot did not get through to the net. A stretch feed intended for Ryan Francis gets redirected all the way into the right wing corner in the offensive zone for the Gladiators, but the Swamp Rabbits will quickly take possession. They'll whip it over to the near wing, but in the neutral zone, Jeremy Hansel sends it right back in. Inside the Greenville blue line, played up ahead for O'Hara. He shoots, and Hyder another stop. A big save by Ethan Hyder at 7:32 of the first period. You're listening and watching Atlanta Gladiators hockey on Flow Hockey and YouTube. We'll be right back.
The Atlanta Gladiators know that nothing fuels our game like a delicious meal from Grandma's New York Pizza and Pasta. With fresh ingredients and a variety of mouth-watering toppings, Grandma's has something for every fan. Whether you're enjoying a classic pepperoni or trying one of their creative specialty pizzas, you can taste the passion in every single bite. So, next time you're looking to gather with friends or celebrate a win, head to Grandma's New York Pizza and Pasta in Lawrenceville and Sewanee, where great food and team spirit come together.
The ECHL believes that hockey is more than a game. It's an opportunity, a chance to connect, a chance to embrace our differences, and a chance to bring our communities together, creating teamwork, memories, and a lasting bond along the way. When it comes to hockey, no matter how it's played, we do it together.
A warm welcome back to Atlanta Gladiators hockey. Liam Gotimer and Ethan Esther here in the booth. We have 12 minutes and 28 seconds to play here in the first period. Atlanta and Greenville tied 0-0. And Ethan, a much better start than last night, where Atlanta allowed a Greenville goal 21 seconds in, but the Swamp Rabbits still taking it to the Gladiators here, out shooting Atlanta 9-4. And we have not even reached the midway mark of the first period. Greenville on pace for 20-plus shots here in this period. As streaking down the right wing side come the Swamp Rabbits, but Eric Neely quickly takes it. He'll float it on the backhand. It deflects off of the wall. Ryan Francis immediately looks towards the net. Firiolo shoots from the left side half boards, and that gets deflected out of play. 11:58 on the clock here in the first period.
We've had a great start tonight, to be honest. Ryan Francis, he is great at taking faceoffs all the time. He goes in, he has a stick ready, he goes for the puck, and it goes his way. We've had a great start. Now we're in Greenville's offensive zone, and we have to generate more energy. We're about halfway through the first period. We're not even at the halfway point, but Greenville has a lot of shots on us.
A new line onto the ice for the Gladiators. Carson Denemy, Jackson Pearson, and Alex Young. Here is Young, scores! Alex Young, his first as a Gladiator, and that was a bullet. Alex Young from Carson Denemy and Jackson Pearson. A beautiful goal to get the Gladiators on the board first at 8:10. Let's take a look at the replay. For those watching on Flow Hockey, Alex Young was ready for that pass when it got to him, and he blasted home. Ethan, what did you see on that one?
saw a guy raising his stick back, and I saw a puck in the back of the net. I did not see anything. I just saw ping and then burn. It was crazy. He rocketed that shot. Tender didn't see it. That's unfortunately their Tender's first give-it-up goal in professional hockey, but everybody has to come by that, and he has to come back from it.
And here comes Jackson Pearson and Alex Young again. Atop the right circle, he shoots high over the glove of Scholl. So Alex Young, in his 46th game of the year, has now reached double-digit goals on the season. His 10th, his 26th point of the year. And Alex Young, Ethan?
Alex Young's a young player. He's great.
Young
he is
player.
He's moving the puck like really fast, and he had that. I don't know if you want to call it a one-timer.
That was a one-T.
Yeah, it went right into the back of the net. He was in the right place at the right time, and his stick hit the puck. All I heard was stick hit puck, and then right into the back of the net. So he had a great goal, and that'll definitely be making highlight reels.
Right in the top corner for Alex Young. Officially, it comes at 8-10. Young, his 10th from Carson Denemy. Derek Topatic looking for two. Straight away, he'll dish it off for Hansel. Topatic had activated to the near side corner, so vacated the space at the point. So now Atlanta will be forced to re-enter. Randy Hernandez wearing an unfamiliar number in 61. He fights off John Parker Jones. Mickey Burns shoots, and it's blocked. Topatic to the net, and it gets redirected wide.
I was feeling a slash on that play.
Here's another chance. Burns on the backhand. Stopped to the back door. Hernandez sends it, and it's cleaned up by Greenville. Joey Cipollone cycles it down low. He gets the puck back across for an oncoming Topatic. He's got it back. Swings it down the boards. It's collected by Chandler Romeo. That's one dangerous pass. And Greenville will send it up the middle of the ice. Guess what? Taken away by Nick Wong in his second pro game. Scores! Nick Wong! His first of his professional career! And it's 2-0 Gladiators at 10:26.
What a milestone for Nick Wong, right into the back of the net. That's a great goal for him. And now our Gladiators, we are up 2-0 over Greenville. This is going to unfold to a great game. Nick Wong, wow.
That speed from number 24, shot out of a cannon. And we talk about how Alex Young's goal was a blast. Of course it was a one-timer. Well, Nick Wong lets go of a wrist shot, and there was a lot behind that one, and he did not miss once again over the glove hand of Matthias Scholl, and it's a 2-goal lead. Nick Wong was my player to watch last night. Alex Young, my player to watch tonight. I'm just that good, but the Swamp Rabbits score. It's an own goal. The puck goes in off of Anthony Furiolo and into the net, and Greenville has sliced the deficit straight in half. It's Ryan O'Hara, the third-line centerman, number 14, who gets the goal, and those plays happen sometimes. It's a slap shot, not to the net. It's just to create chaos in front. Furiolo went down to a knee in an attempt to block it. Hyder came all the way out of his crease in order to cut down the angle in case that was a shot coming towards his net. It was not. It was a pass, and Greenville gets the redirect that they're looking for. It's 2-1, 9-12 to go here in the first.
They tricked us up a little bit there. All plays like that happen. Everything was intended good from Furiolo, and he put his knee down trying to block it, but it went into the net. Right now, he's just got to shake it off. He's sitting on the bench right now. He's going to breathe in, breathe out, essentially, and he's going to come back, and he's going to start making a big impact for the Gladiators.
Absolutely. As Austin Saint skates in, watch out! Saved by Hyder!
What a save there. Ethan Hyder punches his leg out on a wrist shot. Wow.
A spectacular save by Ethan Hyder. He stuck out that left leg, and he got a piece of that pass across, which is always so dangerous and difficult for a goaltender to read. And Ethan Hyder read it with a plum. Let's head to another media timeout. 8:24 on the clock here in the first period. We have 3 goals, 2 by your Atlanta Gladiators. Alex Young first, Nick Wong second, and Ryan O'Hara making this a 1-goal game.
The Atlanta Gladiators know that to perform at our best, we need to fuel our body the right way, and that's why we love Jason's Deli. With a wide variety of delicious sandwiches, fresh salads, and hearty soups, we can always count on a satisfying meal. The quality ingredients and generous portions keep us energized and ready for action. Whether it's a quick lunch or a hearty dinner, Jason's Deli is the perfect spot for players and fans alike to enjoy great food and stay energized. For meals that power our game, Jason's Deli is our top choice.
Oh, blimey! You've led us astray again.
But these maps are so tricky.
I've got your treasure.
Do tell, Natty.
Play Keno and win money every 3.5 minutes. Kevin, give the signal. You pick 10 numbers. Then Keno picks 20.
The more we be matching,
The more we be winning! And now we feast!
or not.
Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes playing Keno.
Back here at Gas South Arena, Liam Gotimer here with you. Ethan Esther to my left. Atlanta has a 2-1 lead, 8:20 to play here in the first period. And the retro gaming night jerseys really bringing everything out of each team as Timo Fayem shoots, stopped by Hyder. It gets behind them. It winds up at the goal line. Hyder in a prone position. Gendron has it at the line. Now at the goal line, it's Jacob Modry, number 2. He lost it. 3 Gladiators swarm over to the far corner. Jackson Pearson tries to go up ice, but Stepan Timofeyev will have none of it. But luckily, as he looks towards the center slot, it's turned over by Greenville to Alex Young, and now here comes Carson Denemy. He'll go skate to stick, find Young, mid-slot. He can't get it off his tape. Greenville had him all tied up, but this line forcing havoc, shift in and shift out. Denemy, Young, and Pearson just dominant. Here comes Savoy. Stuart Roloffs, right wing side, shoots, hits the post. Stuart Roloffs rings iron. Carter Savoy, number 27. He'll reverse it down the wall. Denemy scoops it up, gets his feet moving. Number 18 out of Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. He'll float it in to the right of Matthias Scholl. The puck right behind the cage. Chandler Romeo has it. The Gladiators will execute a line change, and the Swamp Rabbits, with 4 players in their own zone, will look to get an exit. This is Kyle Haskins, number 8, the second line centerman who was kicked out of last night's game, given a 5-minute major penalty. John Parker Jones, number 95, patient with it. Across for Romeo. He's got it in the near corner of the ice. He'll send it around right back for Jones. The crowd getting restless. Greenville not going north with the puck. Now they will, right as the broadcaster says it. Over to the right circle, this is Brent Peterson. Down the boards, the former Savannah Ghost Pirate finds Austin Saint. The physical forward goes off of the board. A one-timer from Parker Jones. And a pad save by Hyder. Yoder's got a man up ice. It's Hernandez. But if he touches the puck, it'll be an offsides. So Hernandez will back off, as will Joey Cipollone. And that line will get a change. What action here? 6:20 to go. A shot from the center red line, stopped by Hyder. He thinks about playing it to his teammate, right to his left. That was Tyler Drevich, but thinks better of it with 2 Swamp Rabbits coming right to his grill. 6:16 to go in the first. So, Ethan, it's retro gaming night. You a video game guy?
I do like video games. I play NHL 25 a lot. I'd rather spend my time playing, something like outside or inside on my own, or talking to my dad.
Good
or
answer.
My mom. But I do love playing video games, and I do love, just destroying some AI bot.
Okay, gotcha. I like playing online, but it doesn't make me the kindest person. I get very frustrated playing NHL because I love the game so much. I feel like I should be better, but sometimes I'm just not that good. Dustin Jerrigas shoots, misses wide. Got to go back to the NHL video games from way back if we're thinking retro gaming night. Not NHL 25. That's too modern. Here is Dawson Tritt making his pro debut. He shoots, stopped by Hyder, who sticks it away. The linesman says no icing, let's play on. So that's exactly what we'll do. 5:45 to go here in the first period. Greenville out shooting Atlanta 16-8. But the chances have gone the Gladiators' way. Better quality from Atlanta, the quantity to Greenville. As Tyler Drevich wearing a new number. That's number 94. He finds Topatic just in over the line onside. That one was close. So let's see if the Gladiators can take advantage of the non-call. Behind the Swamp Rabbit net, it's poke checked by Alex Campbell to Derek Topatic, who pinches up. Losing his stick is Gendron. He scoops his twig back up. Topatic still at the wall. Francis looking to knock down a loose puck. But instead, it will be Jack Brackett for Greenville. Gendron up ahead. Inside the red line, Ben Poisson turned it over. Topatic a quick pass. Hansel might be in the clear. And Matthias Scholl with a blocker save. He waffle boarded it to the left. Wasn't it you, Ethan, that said waffle boarded the first time you were in the booth with me? You brought that out?
I thought I said butterfly.
I think you said waffle boarded. We might have to go back to the
I might have to go back to that. I
to
don't
the
know.
tape. But I'm saying I'm giving you credit for it.
Thank you. I'll take credit anywhere, to be honest.
It's always great having you in the booth with me, Ethan. A lot of fun.
Thank you so much. That day, I was in the booth for the first time and went into overtime. I watch NHL all the time, but I've never seen a puck hit harder than the one-timer from Jeremy Hansel that went past Savannah's goaltender.
That was a beauty.
It was the fastest puck I've ever seen hit. You have to go back and watch the replay if you didn't see it, but if you were here, it was much different. You heard the crack in the goal horn.
Alex Young's one-timer in that first period may give that shot a run for its money. 4:14 to go in the first period. Atlanta with a 2-1 lead. We'll be right back on Flow Hockey and YouTube Live. Welcome back to the broadcast booth. My name is Liam Gotimer. His name is Ethan Esther. The Atlanta Gladiators have a 2-1 lead. There's 4 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock here in the first period. Atlanta wearing their retro gaming night jerseys inspired by the NHL affiliate of the Gladiators, the Nashville Predators, and their Winter Classic uniform a few years back. Gotta love the script and the eye-popping blue on the jerseys.
Yeah,
it's really the little things that make a difference.
It really is. It's always the little things, like, especially with the Gladiators, something I'd like to remember is that good teams do simple things great. That's something that correlates to the Gladiators well, and our little blue, it pops right out on the jerseys. It looks best if you're watching on Flow Hockey or Peachtree, if you have Xfinity's channel 234. When they skate over center ice with the blue, it looks perfect to get that blue Gladiators logo.
As roll-offs, while Ethan was talking about the jerseys, worked in on a breakaway, and Hyder made the save. Ooh. Here's Kyle Haskins, number 8. He'll drop it back for Stepan Timofeyev. Haskins, he will dance around one, shoot from the high slot. Goes high over the net. Haskins has it back at the right wing wall. Chandler Romeo, left point. Sends it down the boards. Timofeyev, a quick pass, read easily by Joey Cipollone. And now Randy Hernandez will look up ahead. He's got Mickey Burns to his right. He fans on a slap dump in, but that slows the puck down. Not exactly the worst thing. Hernandez had a chance to get to that puck, but it will be Greenville skating from left to right that is on it first. Romeo brought down into the corner. Dangerous play there. Good to see Romeo back up and okay. Meanwhile, Atlanta might work out with numbers. Joey Cipollone shoulder down by Austin Saint. And then Cipollone sends Saint right back down himself. Greenville in their own end. They'll bank it off the far boards. Under 3 minutes to play now. 2:25 to be exact. A clearing attempt by Topatic is stopped by Saint. It's whistled down for a high stick. And Austin Saint took an unnecessary shot after the whistle had blown. And now we've got a little bit of a brouhaha.
It's an Atlanta glove down on the ice. Somebody lost a glove somewhere, and that tie between Saint and I thought it was Topatic.
Yes, and the glove was sent into the Greenville side of the ice, and it was Matthias Scholl the goaltender for the Swamp Rabbits that skated all the way over and tossed it out of his own end out to center. If I'm Ethan Hyder, I take a look at that and I say, goalie fight?
Ooh.
Goalie fight?
Goalie fight. Hey.
You think I get excited on goal calls, regular fights? If we have a goalie fight, I think
will
Ethan
go-
Hyder is too nice to have a goalie fight,
Yeah.
but who knows?
Everybody ends up fighting something or someone in their lifetime. Nobody goes their whole life without an argument or a fight or something like that. And maybe this is what sparks Ethan Hyder.
Just bold from Matthias Scholl in his professional debut to do that, but not a bad thing. Maybe he just wants to give the equipment back to the Gladiators. Nothing wrong with doing that. Maybe he was just trying to be helpful, give him the benefit of the doubt. But if Ethan Hyder took any bit of exception, I'd love to keep an eye on it as the game rolls along. So the captain, Eric Neely, takes a lap around the Greenville net. Save made by Matthias Scholl, shoved down to the ice is Francis. He gets right back up. Hansel at the blue line. He'll walk it. He bodies off his man. That's Dawson Tritt. One-timer Topatic caught out of the air by Matthias Scholl. And Topatic, Ethan, not afraid to shoot the puck. And he gets a one-time opportunity from the left point. Not a lot of traffic in front, but he forces Scholl to make another save.
100%, but maybe I smell a record because maybe Topatic, I don't remember exactly who it was, but was it Topatic that has the most goals as a Gladiator defenseman? Or isn't it Topatic that has the most goals as a Gladiator defenseman in Gladiators history?
Most points produced among defensemen in Gladiator franchise history.
Goals.
He passed Jim Jackson for point number 117 on Wednesday morning during Education Day. As from left to right at center, Carter Savoy is met by the shoulder of Alex Campbell, but the Swamp Rabbits still get in over the line. Campbell might have a breakaway, but it was a saucer pass by Francis out of the D zone. Campbell still has it. Here is Hansel, back for Campbell. He corrals it off of the end wall. His feed to the front, picked up by Francis, thought about the Michigan there. Goalie fight and a Michigan goal. Those are the two things that would send me absolutely bananas. And a goalie goal. That too. Unfortunately, I was on the wrong side of a goalie goal last year. A one-timer by Brackett. He is all over the place offensively. Missed the net. If you remember, Oskari Salminen in Norfolk last year scored a goalie goal against the Gladiators. Why do I remember that name? I just like to pain myself. A one-timer by Modry, blocked in front. Hansel has it. In his own zone, under 60 seconds to go. Carson Denemy in over the line onside. Rink wide, he's got a man. It's Pearson, the trailer, Furiolo. He shakes, bakes, shoots, and a save by Scholl.
Oh.
And now a Gladiator is getting roughed up behind the net. That's Modry getting into the grill of Denemy.
There's been a lot of near fights tonight. We almost had a goalie fight. There's definitely some tension between these two teams. There's a lot of shoving on the ice. If you're watching on Flow Hockey, you know what I mean. If you're watching on YouTube, hopefully we are describing it enough for you. But there's been a lot of pushing and shoving on this ice tonight.
It was a very physical game last night, and things have not changed from night to night. And Atlanta taking out their frustration from their game last night onto the Swamp Rabbits after a short but frustrating ride home last night after Gladiators certainly deserved better, but Greenville in stretches just took over the hockey game on home ice, and that happens sometimes, but Atlanta with a much better response here in this first period. You love to see it. So Carter Savoy in his own zone. With his back turned, he will backhand a pass for John Parker Jones, and it's coughed up. Jackson Pearson shoots. Scholl makes another save, but he cannot corral the rebound. Fighting for position is Denemy. Furiolo had the puck for a moment. Greenville tries to clear along the near boards. Yoder has it. He shoots to the net. It got blocked. Brought down as a Swamp Rabbit no call at the whistle. Or at the horn, I should say. 20 minutes down. Atlanta with a 2-1 lead. And Ethan, how would you summarize that first period?
I would summarize it as one of the most physical, electric, and just fastest-paced hockey periods I've seen in a while. We've had 3 goals, 2 by your Atlanta Gladiators. Greenville with 17 shots on the net, Atlanta with 13, but we have still outscored them in this contest. It wasn't one of their shots that went into our nets.
Let's recap that first period. Atlanta scored the game's first goal at 8:10. It would be Alex Young, his 10th goal of the year, assisted by Carson Denemy. Then at 10:26, the Glads would get another. Nick Wong, his first professional goal, assisted by Jeremy Hansel. And then just 22 seconds later, the Swamp Rabbits get a goal back, an own goal, as the puck deflects off of the lower body of Anthony Furiolo and in. It's credited to Ryan O'Hara, his first goal of the season. Jack Brackett and Connor Hutchison, the assists on the goal. The power plays, well, there were no penalties in that period. A clean frame. The shots on goal, 17 for Greenville and 12 for Atlanta. The goaltenders, Matthias Scholl, making his professional debut, has made 11 saves on 13 shots for the Swamp Rabbits, while for the Gladiators, Ethan Heider has stopped 16 of 17. With that, we'll send it to a quick break. Enjoy the intermission at Gas South Arena afterwards, and then with around 5 minutes on the clock, that's 12 minutes from now, I will have highlights of period number 1 for those watching on YouTube.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 37th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; VFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2025 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Hotel Planner, official hotel reservations partner; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Prolific One, exclusive secondary ticketing partner; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2025 ECHL Hockey Heritage Weekend. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
discover the power of chiropractic here at 100%.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm a sport management major. Bell University makes it very easy to attend classes while working. I attend online classes. My schoolwork comes out on Monday, and then it's due by
halfway through the first period. We're not even at the halfway point, but Greenville has a lot of shots on us.
A new line onto the ice for the Gladiators. Carson Denemy, Jackson Pearson, and Alex Young. Here is Young, scores! Alex Young, his first as a Gladiator, and that was a burst at 8-10. Let's take a look at the replay. For those watching, by Chandler Romeo, that's one dangerous pass. And Greenville will send it up the middle of the ice. Guess what? Taken away by Nick Wong in his second pro game. Scores! Nick Wong, his first of his professional career. And it's
for Nick Wong right into the back of the net. That's a great goal for him. And now our
Nick Wong was my player to watch last night. Alex Young, my player to watch tonight. I'm just that good. But the Swamp Rabbits score. It's an own goal. The puck goes in off of Anthony Furiolo, and it happens sometimes. It's a slap shot, not to the net. It's just to create chaos in front. Furiolo went down to a knee in an attempt to block it.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 37th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2025 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Hotel Planner, official hotel reservations partner; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Prolific One, exclusive secondary ticketing partner; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2025 ECHL Hockey Heritage Weekend. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Live from Gas South Arena in Duluth, Georgia. Welcome back to Atlanta Gladiators Hockey. Liam Gotimer here with you inside the broadcast booth. After 20 minutes of play, Atlanta with a 2-1 lead over the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. It's retro gaming night. The Gladiators wearing their jerseys inspired by their NHL affiliates, the Nashville Predators, and their Winter Classic jerseys from a few years back. They will skate from left to right in this second period, while Greenville, still wearing their neon orange jerseys, skate from right to left. The Gladiators in that first period receiving goals from Alex Young, his 10th goal of the season, and then shortly thereafter, it would be Nicholas Wong, the Erin, Ontario, Canada native, scored his first goal as a pro in just his second game, and he was shot out of a cannon, streaked past the Greenville defense, got some open ice, and he put it right past the glove hand of Matthias Scholl. And, well, there he is. Welcome back to the broadcast booth, Mr. Ethan Esther, 10 seconds away from the start of the period here at Gas South Arena. Your starters presented by CenXL Georgia. Eric Neely, the captain. Ryan Francis in the middle. On the left, it's Alexander Campbell. While on defense, it's Derek Topatic with Jeremy Hansel. In goal remains Ethan Hyder. Atlanta, for the final time, will skate from left to right. Greenville will counter with Stuart Roloffs, number 89, Carter Savoy, number 27, Stepan Timofeyev, number 16, Connor Hutchison, number 20, and Dustin Jeragash, number 51, and a save made by Matthias Scholl. 11 seconds in. Eric Neely with the shot. He gets another one. Saved by Scholl. Big rebound. Comes out for Hansel. Here is Campbell. Right circle. The Gladiators off to a fast start here in this second period, but it will be a breakaway for Carter Savoy. And he completely fanned on the shot.
Wow.
Connor Hutchison at the blue line to the net, blocked by Topatic's clearing attempt, taken by Austin Saint, and gluing himself to the left wing post is Ethan Hyder. Alex Campbell for Jeremy Hansel. Things will not slow down here. This first line right back into the play. Eric Neely spins a shot to the net, and it just missed the outstretched stick of Ryan Francis. Meanwhile, Austin Saint fires on, stopped by Ethan Hyder, who closes the pads and gets his glove hand to the biscuit. Ethan, 58 seconds into the period, and wow, oh wow, multiple chances on each side.
Yeah, we've had a really strong start to the period into the second frame. There's been a lot of shots for Atlanta, but as well as Greenville. We've had Atlanta. We've had 2 shots. Greenville 2 as well, I thought. They've been testing Ethan Hyder to his limit. He's been performing great tonight.
He's been terrific. It was Drew DeRitter last night who stopped 20 of 25 in the 5-3 loss to Greenville. Brent Peterson in the offensive zone, a centering feed to the low slot. Austin Saint's one-timer blocked, and Alex Young will set something else up. Jackson Pearson scores! Jackson Pearson scores, and it's 3-1 at 1:21 of the second period. Alex Young does it again.
Boom! That's all I have to say. It went, Pearson received the puck, and then it went right into the other side of the net. Wow.
Jackson Pearson from not the greatest angle, but when you get a tape-to-tape feed in stride down the wing, Jackson Pearson once again beats Matthias Scholl upstairs. The third time Scholl has been beaten top shelf in this game. Carter Savoy, who had a breakaway right before the Gladiator goal, gets a shot on, gets redirected away from the Gladiator net. Savoy's still on it. He flings towards the goal, and it gets redirected right back out to center ice. The goal for the Gladiators comes at a minute 21 of the second period. Jackson Pearson, his 8th goal of the season, assisted by Alex Young. Here's a quick shot by Dawson Tritt in his pro debut, misses the net to the glove side of Hyder. Carter Savoy, number 27, tied up along the wall. Cipollone digs it free. He'll backhand it only as far as the line, getting down to an E to get a slap shot go is John Parker Jones. It missed the net. Cipollone hustles to the far corner, but the dump in from Randy Hernandez came outside of the red line, so that means we have a Senexcel icing. 2:04 into the period. Ethan Hyder, 17 saves on 18 shots. Matthias Scholl, 13 for 16. The shots on goal here in the third period, in the second period, I should say, 3-1 Atlanta. Save made by Hyder off of the faceoff. O'Hara won the draw. Cota took the shot. So Randy Hernandez, number 61, just for tonight. Inside the red line, he'll dump and chase up against 4 Swamp Rabbits in the defensive zone. But moving from right to left will be Greenville. Jack Brackett, a backhanded pass for O'Hara, who already has a goal tonight, his first professional marker. Missed the net.
Looks like that bounced off to Patic.
It did bounce off Topatic, and Atlanta looks to make the defensive recovery. And it will be number 28, a diagonal feed for Nick Wong. What does he have for an encore after his first pro goal in the first period? He'll dish it off to Ryan Cranford, whose shot gets deflected out of play. And the Gladiators really taking it to the Swamp Rabbits here to start the second period here.
It has been great. We have really been, like you said, we've been taking it to the Swamp Rabbits. We've already scored a goal, and we are pushing hard at their net. They've been playing good defense, but our offense with Ryan Francis and Jackson Pearson now on line too. He's not the starting centerman anymore, but he still came up big for his team, and he's got us our 3rd Gladiator goal.
Nice job by Jackson Pearson, his 8th of the season. As a dump-in try from the Swamp Rabbits gets deflected out of play. A lot of fans from Greenville here at Gas South Arena. Of course, very close proximity between these two clubs, but 100 tickets donated from each team to the other to bring fans from their respective fan base to the opposing arena. So a lot of Gladiator fans, season ticket holders in attendance, courtesy of the Swamp Rabbits last night at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena, and the Gladiators returning the favor. Hope everybody watching here at the Gas South Arena that are fans of the Greenville Swamp Rabbits are enjoying Down 3-1 right now. Alex Campbell looking to add a fourth. Ryan Francis picks up the puck. His pass across the ice missed Jeremy Hansel by a couple of inches. Meanwhile, Carter Savoy drives to the net, and it's kicked away by Hyder. Nearly a carbon copy of his goal 21 seconds into the game last night. And here's numbers for Atlanta. Alex Campbell, right circle, he shoots, gloved down by Matthias Scholl. He had Neely to his left, elected to take the wrist shot, and Scholl did not go down into the butterfly, stood up to make that save and caught it with his hand at 3:34.
It's been great for the Gladiators tonight, but now we have line 2 coming out onto the ice. We've been putting a lot of pressure on the net, and we've had a lot of great shots, wrist shots and one-timers. Not as many slappers tonight. We've seen more from the Glads, but maybe this new technique is working because wrist and one-timers have got us 3 goals. We're up 3-1, making our playoff push.
Ethan, I think for the first time ever, the announcer's jinx just got you. That's your welcome to the business moment.
Oh, it was a slapper.
Yeah, it was a slapper. You said the Gladiators not taking a lot of slap shots tonight, and Zach Yoder, right as you say it, takes a slap shot, and Yoder nearly finds the net as Scholl was unable to stop that one, but luckily it went to the side of the net for the Greenville netminder. That just means you've made it, Ethan.
Thank you.
When the announcer's jinx goes against you. But what I've tried to do in recent games is jinx the other team. No reason to jinx the other team right now. Glads have a 3-1 lead.
Yeah. Now, I would also like to point out how hard hockey actually is. Like, it's not like people think the puck isn't just soar flat on the ice. It's up, like, you know, moving around and everything. So I really like to appreciate the players a lot. And, you know, that's why that's why we wear headsets, and that's why they wear buckets.
Takes a lot of skill to play this game. And certainly, players on each team deserve their flowers as here's Brent Peterson to the backhand. Tries to put it into the near side post. Ethan Hyder got over to his stick side. Hutchison to the right circle, a one-timer from Haskins. He did not get all of that. Dustin Jeragash, number 51, brought down. Haskins will shoot, and he scores! Kyle Haskins from the right point, right next to his own bench. And we'll have to see if that puck got deflected, and it did. Austin Saint scored last night on a redirect in the third period and scores again on a deflection. And that's just fighting for positioning and getting stick on puck, and Saint does just that. The forward out of Bonnyville, Alberta, 5'11", 190. Saint, a very good player, doesn't have a lot of statistics to show for it this year, but always impresses against the Gladiators, and Ethan, he finds the back of the net.
He really did. It was off a bounce. It's 3-2 now. But it was off a bounce. Hyder's okay. I'd also like to point out that the stadium just rickrolled us.
They did. They did just rickroll us.
I did not see that coming. But back to the game.
Shout out to Madeline Ryan, who handles our game presentation. Never know when a rickroll might be coming.
You never do.
So Jarvis wearing his former number, that is 25. He'll go D to D with Brendan Datema. Hernandez, a rink-wide feed to Jarvis, who dumps it in. Past Scholl. Puck at the right wing wall, sent around to the far side post. Mickey Burns lays a hit to the back of Savoy, but Greenville will still get out to the middle of the ice. Brendan Datema inside his own blue line. He'll dump it down on Scholl. It gets redirected, but outside of the red line. So that is a SNXL icing at 5:33. The goal for the Swamp Rabbits officially comes at 4:45. Austin Saint, his 11th, assisted by Kyle Haskins and Dustin Jeragash. And I remember last year on Thrashers Night when Atlanta unfortunately fell 4-0 to the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. The first goal of that game in front of a packed crowd at Gas South Arena, Austin Saint on a deflection. So he has a knack for getting goals that way. And he now has goals in back-to-back games for Greenville. Here is Kota with a offensive zone takeaway. He looked to the net, but nothing got through to Hyder. Brendan Datema lays it up softly ahead. Jack Brackett will tap it off of the near boards in the defensive zone for Modry. He'll back off and lead Brackett up north. Brackett mid-slot on the backhand. He lost it. Nick Wong takes a hit from Brackett. It's one-handed by Wong and Cipollone into the zone. So Ryan Cranford, who scored last night, leaves the puck at the wall for Wong. He'll push it down deep. Laying a hit is Drevich. Topatic pinches up, lost the puck to O'Hara. So Ryan O'Hara already with a goal in this game. He drags, he finds a man, it's Modry. And a shoulder sent by Topatic. This might be an odd man rush for the Glads. Cranford for Wong, saved by Scholl. He got a skate blade to it. Nick Wong right on the doorstep bidding for his second goal of the evening. 13:20 to go in the second period. We'll be right back to Gas South Arena.
The Atlanta Gladiators know that to perform at our best, we need to fuel our body the right way, and that's why we love Jason's Deli. With a wide variety of delicious sandwiches, fresh salads, and hearty soups, we can always count on a satisfying meal. The quality ingredients and generous portions keep us energized and ready for action. Whether it's a quick lunch or a hearty dinner, Jason's Deli is the perfect spot for players and fans alike to enjoy great food and stay energized. For meals that power our game, Jason's Deli is our top choice.
Have you ever watched a hockey game and thought, I could totally do that? Call the game and break down the action? Well, now is your chance to make that thought a reality with a unique and thrilling opportunity On the Call with Liam Gotimer. This one-of-a-kind program invites you to step into the broadcast booth with me for an exclusive hands-on experience in the world of sports broadcasting. Whether you're an aspiring broadcaster or a die-hard hockey fan, this is your chance to join in on the fun. Visit AtlantaGladiators.com for more information on how to sign up today.
Welcome back to Gas South Arena. Liam Gotimer here with you. 13:20 to go here in the second period. The Atlanta Gladiators with a 3-2 lead. And Ethan, what does Atlanta have to do to expand upon their one-goal lead?
Sorry, we have to move the puck forward. We're doing a really great job. We have to hand it to our fast skaters, and we have to crowd the net. We have not seen much net crowding. Our goals have come from one-timers and wrist shots tonight. So we have to crowd the net a little more. But I also feel like what we're doing right now is great. We're making some big physical hits, as well as keeping composure. We're not getting frustrated or anything. We're not charging the ice. We're moving fast, and we're doing exactly what our coach is telling us to do, which is just stay in it.
As Neely goes down to the ice, he sends a puck across, gets it right back, and misses wide to the short side past Scholl. Gladiators defensemen pinching up consistently in this game in pursuit of some more offense. We apologize for everybody watching on Flow Hockey for the technical difficulties. No scoreboard on right now, but we're working on getting a fix. But it is 3-2, Gladiators, 12 minutes, 34 seconds on the clock. And if you'd like to see a scoreboard, you can always go to the Atlanta Gladiators YouTube channel. We've got one up for you with a running clock. That is accurate most of the time. Once again, we apologize for the inconvenience. We have let our production team know, and hopefully we'll get that fixed as soon as possible. Puck dumped in by Greenville to the left of Ethan Hyder. Puck in the left wing corner. Swamp Rabbit searching for it. This is Haskins already with a goal in this period. Had his stick knocked out of his hands. Looked at the referee for about 10 seconds there, saying, where's the penalty? Then finally skated over to the bench for a new stick. Meanwhile, Jackson Pearson lays a hit onto a Swamp Rabbit in the Greenville zone. Laid out. Yoder will bank it up ahead. Takes a good bounce for Atlanta. Jackson Pearson already with a goal in this period, looking for another. He fights off the check of John Parker Jones, holds on to the puck. At the top of the key now, Pearson will drive it on the backhand to the left wing side where Denemy slaps it on the forehand, intended for Pearson. It squirts out to the low slot. Nobody standing there for Atlanta, so Alex Young and the remainder of that offensive unit will go off for a line change. As Gotimer lays a hit onto Saint. Puck at center. Modry has it, and he'll softly send it in. Cipollone picks it up, quick pass. Jarvis up the ice. Hernandez flying through the neutral zone. Leaves it off for Gotimer, who walks in atop the right circle, misses the cage. High over the stick side of Scholl. Cipollone at the goal line. In front, Scholl makes another save as he extends the blocker. Andrew Jarvis on the backhand for Gotimer. Gladiators trying to come right back in. That's exactly what they do. Joey Cipollone has the puck, but Gendron comes over to him, shoves him into the wall. Hernandez has it, though, near side corner. Randy Hernandez met by Modry. Mickey Burns fell down to the ice as he came up against Poisson. And Gendron will stretch it ahead right next to the Gladiator bench. Quick pass from Dawson Tritt over to the left wing. Savoy back for Tritt. Getting his stick in the passing lane is Topatic. He tries to go off to the races, but Greenville does well to take possession right back. And Connor Hutchison at the red line for the Swamp Rabbits will fire it in cross corner. After it goes number 21 for the Swamp Rabbits. That's Sam Cota. He's on the line with Ryan O'Hara and Jack Brackett in tonight's game. Hutchison at the blue line. Cota looks to the front. Gotimer can't get it out on his initial try, but Ryan Cranford comes over to help out his defenseman and sends the puck back for Derek Topatic, who will get some air under the puck. It's gloved down by the Swamp Rabbits. In over the line comes Brackett. He'll try to weave left. That's exactly what he does. Wraps the puck around, and Ethan Hyder gets over to the left wing post to make a save. Brackett brought down again, but he remains on his skates. Has the puck, takes a shove. Jeragash, right point. This is Hutchison. He'll walk it. Wong right next to him, shadowing number 20 in orange. Hit thrown by Hansel. The crowd loves that. But Cranford loses the board battle, taken by O'Hara. That's blocked. Hutchison back for O'Hara, a one-timer. I believe Hyder got a piece of that with his glove hand. And then stands up and fights off that shot from the far side of the ice. Greenville still with it here. Jeragash, one-timer. We're tied. Brackett. Jack Brackett with a one-timer from the mid-slot. And the Swamp Rabbits make it 3-3. Jeragash to the middle. And a one-timer into the back of the net.
That's unfortunate, judging the circumstances now. So Atlanta, our best bet, what we're going to do is we're just going to get back up. We're going to shake this thing off. We're going to win this upcoming face-off, as it looks like we may have gotten a line change from both teams. So I think we got to come in, we got to win this opening face-off, and we got to charge the net, because what we have to do is we have to start scoring our goals, because it's 3-3 right now, but it is not showing on the scoreboard against South Arena.
It is still 3-3. The goal does count, and Greenville will go to the power play when Atlanta touches the puck. That's exactly what they do. So the ice tilted a little bit in favor of the roadside. And the first penalty of the game goes to the Gladiators. And they've got Zach Yoder. They'll send him to the box. The 6'5" hybrid forward and defenseman goes to the sin bin. At 10:58. We'll be right back.
Blimey, you've let us astray again.
But these maps are so tricky.
I've got your treasure.
Do tell, Natty.
Play Keno and win money every 3.5 minutes. Kevin, give the signal. You pick 10 numbers. Then Keno picks 20.
The more we be matching,
The more we be winning!
and now we feast.
Or not. Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes playing Keno.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Welcome back to Atlanta Gladiators hockey. My name is Liam Gotimer. His name is Ethan Esther. The Swamp Rabbits go to the power play. Zach Yoder, a 2-minute minor for high sticking, and a big penalty kill here, Ethan.
It really is a big penalty kill. We have a strong penalty kill unit that's going to come out onto the side, so they're going to do it. Their job is they're going to do what they're meant to do. We have to control the puck. We have to keep it in our zone. If we can get a breakaway, we can get a breakaway, but it's all about burning time. That's the number one thing they do on the penalty kills. They have to burn the time.
Let's see if the Gladiators can do just that. Here's Stepan Timofeyev. A lot of time and space as Jeragash goes down. Two players colliding at the blue line. But Greenville content with rolling the puck around to the far boards. At the top, Jeragash, quick pass. Savoy will reverse it on the backhand for Jeragash. Here is Timofeyev firing through traffic, blocked down. Jaragash keeps it in at the line. Savoy fires. Swatted away by Ethan Hyder. Jarvis got slammed into the post. And I believe they're sending a Swamp Rabbit to the box. We may be evened up. John Parker Jones having a conversation with the official. Not happy with it. It won't be John Parker Jones. I don't believe they'll send any Swamp Rabbit out. I apologize. My mistake. Seemed like the referee was indicating that a player was going to the box, but not the case. Jarvis takes a hit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Your defense, it looked 100% like he was going to the box. The ref was like, it's okay, you know, trying to escort him to the box, and I guess it didn't happen, but your Gladiators are on the penalty kill.
Gladiators on the penalty kill for another 65 seconds. The latest goal for Greenville that tied the game comes at 10:40. Jack Brackett is third from Dustin Jaragash. That's 2 goals in 3 games for Brackett as Hyder makes a big stop. Another delayed penalty on the Gladiators. This will be a 5-on-3 in just a moment. Scholl skates over to the bench. And a 2-man advantage coming up for Greenville. The Glad's really playing with fire right now, Ethan.
Exactly. We have to ignite the fury. A 5-on-3, that is not good news. 5-on-3 unit coming out right now, and what they're going to do is they're just going to play their best hockey. That's what the Gladiators have been doing all night, and they're gonna fight for it because there are 3 skaters against 5 Swamp Rabbits.
And of note, 2 defensemen in the box, Zach Yoder and Jeremy Hansel. Yoder, of course, went off for high sticking at 10:58. There's 51 seconds left on that penalty, and now Hansel 2 minutes for hooking. So the face-off, the real key here, and the Swamp Rabbits win it. They're knocking on the door on taking the lead in this game. Puck at the goal line, from left to right. Carter Savoy for Dustin Jaragash right next to his own bench. Mid slot, Jaragash takes a peek, right circle, Savoy, roll-offs over for Jaragash. Didn't have a lane to take the one-timer, so instead, Timofeyev scoops it up at the wall. Jaragash for roll-offs. He'll move his feet quickly. A backhanded feed for Jaragash, who looks to the back door where Timofeyev was standing. Derek Topatic makes the defensive play, and it's cleared all the way down. Yoder out of the box in 5 seconds. So this will be a 5-on-4. Yoder now out. He skates immediately to the bench, replaced by Joey Cipollone. So Connor Hutchison, as Greenville begins their approach. Timofeyev to the near wing. Stewart roll-offs. Down the boards, puck taken by the Glads. Carson Denemy, who leads Atlanta with 2 shorthanded goals, shoots. It's blocked. Stewart roll-offs, number 89, will walk in over the Atlanta line. A backhanded pass for Saint, already with a goal in this period. Going skate to stick is Hutchison. Over to the right, Timofeyev fakes a slap shot, saved by Hyder, and he stops. John Parker Jones in front as well on the follow-up. Another stick save made by Hyder. Gets over to the right and keeps the puck out. That's a 4-save sequence by Ethan Hyder. The Swamp Rabbits still on the power play for 20 seconds. Hansel in the box for hooking. Puck sent to the goal line. Yoder ties his man up. That's Brent Peterson. Swamp Rabbits still with the puck. Left side half boards, roll-offs. Looks for Peterson. The puck pinballs around. Right back into the grasp of Zach Yoder and the Woodstock, Georgia native in over the line. Atlanta back to full strength. Ethan, they have killed off a 5-on-3. That's one way to get your team some momentum.
That was an amazing penalty kill. Our penalty kill unit came out and they played their best. They fought off Greenville. Ethan Hyder with a 4-save sequence. This is why everybody loves Ethan Hyder. Wow. It was a great penalty kill, and now we're back at full strength, so now we got to get the energy going, and I know the bench is fired up.
And now the line of Eric Neely, Alex Campbell, and Ryan Francis trying to make something happen. The bench certainly fired up. Hutchison over to the right wing. A pass over to the left by Dawson Tritt in his pro debut. Inside the blue line, Eric Neely. A backhanded pass for Alex Campbell. He weaves in, cuts left, shut off by Dustin Jaragash. At the right point, Neely shoots. That got redirected. Scholl was sliding one way, then the other. 4:53 to go here in the second. Stretched ahead, Ben Poisson lost it in the neutral zone, and here come the Glads. but Sam Cota came back, made the recovery, and in the nick of time worked the puck for Daragash. Mickey Burns took the puck away from him and just missed high over the Greenville net. So Cipollone again, a diagonal feed. One-timer Hansel, he snapped his stick. Randy Hernandez trying to pin the puck up along the wall in the right wing corner while Hansel gets back into the play with a new twig. So Hansel back on it. Sam Cota lays a hit to his behind, but he skates past him. Cipollone inside the blue line will tap it to himself, and Joey Cipollone with the puck. He looks to dump it in ahead of Romeo, but Romeo moves it up ahead for Brackett. He's got it, and a stop by Hyder. Jack Brackett, what else can you say?
Ethan Hyder, probably our best player tonight. Wow. He's been making save after save after save, and he's only really let 2 pucks into the net. Even though there was a third one, it was not a shot from an opponent. So Ethan Hyder has had a phenomenal night, and I am truly very excited to see his performance.
The first goal against, as Ethan mentioned, was an own goal. As Greenville with the puck in their own end here. 3:28 and counting to go here in the middle frame. John Parker Jones. He skates in over the Gladiator line, had it for a moment, takes a shove up high from Ryan Cranford. Anthony Furiolo with the biscuit. In the trapezoid behind Ethan Hyder. These two teams in a battle tonight. Onside are the Gladiators. Tyler Drevich, number 94, will float it up the boards to the right of Matthias Scholl. The puck comes loose, and Roloffs just gets to the puck. He'll send it back for a teammate, and it's laid up ahead to center, only as far as Jarvis, who decided to take a shot. And Scholl made the save.
Ethan Hyder, Ethan Hyder, he's got a little bit of revenge in his brain right now, because last time we played Greenville, we had an unfortunate 2-8 loss with Hyder letting in 8 Swamp Rabbit goals. He's been doing a lot better. He's been doing 4 times better with goals tonight. So Ethan Hyder has been a really fun player to watch.
A much better response from Ethan Hyder and the Gladiators in another matchup with the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. We'll be right back. The score, 3-3. The time on the clock, 2 minutes and 34 seconds. The period, number 2. For those watching on Flow Hockey, we apologize for no scoreboard, but I'll try to keep you updated as much as I can. But for another time, 3-3, the score. 2.5 minutes to play. We are in the second period. So Alex Young, already with a goal in this game, had the puck at the Greenville blue line, but the officials deemed the play to be offsides.
The officials have called a really nice game tonight. He sent Gladiators to the box for penalties that he should have. There's been a couple missed penalties on each side, but he has called a very clean game. That was a true offsides. And now we have a face-off in the neutral zone, but our end of the neutral zone. So looking like we got some energy sparked as Greenville wins the face-off.
We'll see what comes from the face-off as Greenville does indeed control. Atlanta without Easton Armstrong, Cody Sylvester, Connor Galloway, and Dylan Carabia tonight. Once again, if you missed it at the top, Michael Markazan released today. Andrew Jarvis inside his own blue line, up the ice. Carson Denemy takes a look. He's got a man. Pearson looking for 2, and it's swatted away by Matthias Scholl. A Swamp Rabbit goes down. That's Gendron looking for a call. And he's not going to get one. Might as well get back into the play. He doesn't have a glove. And the Gladiators searching for the puck. Young picks it up. Here's Alex Young to the net. And getting down is a Swamp Rabbit. That's a penalty. Gladiators still have the puck. Greenville will take control. And they do. Chandler Romeo has it. Penalty called behind the play. 2 minutes for a trip. Atlanta to the power play in the final 1 minute and 39 seconds in a 3-3 hockey game in the second period. Big power play here, Ethan.
It is a really big power play. We're coming into the end of the frame. We're gonna push forward. We're gonna need the goal because as going into the third period, a lot of people say nothing matters going into the third period. The third period is a really big frame, but these 2 periods are for it. If we can get a goal, then we'll be up going into the third. Greenville will be trailing. So Atlanta, we're fighting really hard, but we do know that anything can happen. As we saw on March 2nd this year, when the Savannah Ghost Pirates scored with 1.4 seconds to go. So anything can happen, but the Gladiators, if we can score here, we can take control.
We don't like to remember that, but we do like to remember that. Not the goal with 1.4 seconds left, but certainly the overtime winner, which was a howitzer from Jeremy Hansel. That was certainly a fun game, and just like that night, Ethan, the Gladiators in a tight contest with the Swamp Rabbits. The penalty, well, they played Savannah that night, of course, but tonight facing the Swamp Rabbits. The penalty goes to Matthias Scholl. It's served by Jacob Modry. So the goaltender, 2 minutes for tripping. Unfortunately, the goaltender can't go to the box. So somebody has to serve it, and it will be Modry.
Now, what would be a cool rule is if the goaltender would have to swap out with another tender. But
that would be something.
That would really be something, but it's kind of sour having to serve a penalty that's not yours. And this is going to be a big power play for the Gladiators.
But if that's a rule change there, Ethan, then what happens when the penalty comes to an end and the goalie has to come out of the box? Does he just join the play and become a forward? Because there would already be a goaltender in the net. It's really the things you think about, right?
It is.
Gladiators on the power play. Jackson Pearson takes the face-off. Eric Neely and Ryan Francis on the ice with Alex Campbell and Derek Topatic. Here's a one-timer from Francis, stopped by Scholl. The backdoor pass, I should say, for Campbell was a little bit too hot for him. So it's floated into the far corner with 1:22 to go in the period.
Now, we have Retro Gaming Night. We don't have a movie night, but I would like to talk about movies. What's your favorite hockey movie?
My favorite hockey movie? Oh, that's a tough one.
Yes.
There are so many good ones, Ethan, I can't give you one.
I'll be honest, my favorite is The Miracle on Ice. Close second, The Mighty Ducks. That was a good and funny movie, but The Miracle on Ice is just too iconic.
I got a message for the Mighty Ducks comment in just a moment. One-timer Topatic kicked away by Scholl. We have another delayed penalty here. Atlanta might as well give the puck up. And Greenville touches up. So 2 5-on-3s in this second period. One for Greenville, they did not score. And now Atlanta heads to a 2-man advantage as well. So, of course, we do our broadcasts on YouTube. We post our highlights on YouTube. And my voice is heard by a lot of people. And I got a comment once that I sounded like the announcer in the Mighty Ducks.
Yes,
the D3 announcer.
You definitely sound like the Mighty Ducks announcer. He's a great announcer, but that is kind of, that now that somebody's brought that to the live to the YouTube and to Flow Hockey,
yeah,
that actually is true. You do sound like the Mighty Ducks announcer.
But if I had to give you an answer on terms of what is my favorite hockey movie, I got to go with you, Ethan, and go with Miracle on Ice. Yes. I mean, what a classic. Every single hockey fan should go and watch that movie if you haven't.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Just got a message from our producer. My dad says he wants an autograph from Ethan before he lets you go. I have a hunch that this won't be your last time in the booth with me before the end of the year.
I hope it's not either, but I mean...
I have a feeling you'll be back.
I hope I will.
Atlanta has taken a timeout. And this is a good decision, in my opinion. The first unit had been out there for quite a while, a little bit fatigued at this point in time. So for head coach Derek Nesbitt and assistant coach Matt Ginn to recognize that, take the timeout, and realize that they are knocking on the door of a 4-3 lead. A 2-man advantage, all your top guns out there. Jackson Pearson takes the draw. Ryan Francis to his left, Eric Neely to his right. Derek Topadich at the line with Alex Campbell. Face-off won by Greenville, kept in by Alex Campbell. The penalty goes to John Parker Jones, 2 minutes for interference. So at the goal line, Francis, Topadich, who scored a goal last night in Greenville. Campbell to the goal line, Francis again. One-timer Campbell, he missed the net. Here's a shot from Topadich, gloved down by Scholl.
Yes.
26.4 seconds to go in the period.
Darn it. Sorry, I'm horrible with legal pads, but if you could deliver this to your dad.
I'd be happy to. Here it is for the camera.
Yes.
Ethan's autograph.
Thank you.
Gotta love it. I'm gonna keep this one. Francis shoots. Save made by Scholl. Out of open space for Francis. Topadich plays catch with Francis. Gendron goes down to an E. Francis dishes it off for Campbell. Down low, Pearson. One-timer, Topadich denied. 5 seconds to go in the period. The Glads are gonna have to turn it quickly. That's what Topadich does. 3 seconds, 2 and 1, and the period has come to a close. Atlanta and Greenville tied at 3 after 40 minutes of play. Ethan, overall thoughts on that second period? The Gladiators get outscored 2-1 by the Swamp Rabbits after outscoring Greenville 2-1 in that opening period.
Yeah, we were outscored. It's more of a matter of a defense at the 5-on-3. Now, nothing was scored on the 5-on-3. We kind of all sparked before it, and then the Gladiators are coming back. We were at a good high prior to the second period, and then we were kind of getting to a low. But now we're moving back up. We are genuinely, just because Greenville's out shooting us does not mean that we're not outplaying them. Our skaters are moving faster. Our skaters are playing hard. So especially Ethan Hyder, the goaltender, he's had an amazing night, and this is a big night for him because of the amount of saves he's had.
Well said, Ethan, for sure. A quick recap before we send you to a break on Flow Hockey and YouTube. In that second period, the first goal was scored by Jackson Pearson, 1 minute and 21 seconds in. For Pearson, the second-year pro scored his 8th goal of the year, assisted by Alex Young. Then at 4:45, Austin Saint would get the Swamp Rabbits back within a goal, deflecting his 11th tally of the year into the Gladiator net, assisted by Kyle Haskins, who took the initial shot, and Dustin Jeragash, who set Haskins up. Then at 10:40, Jack Brackett would score his second goal in as many games, his 3rd goal of the season, assisted by Dustin Jeragash, tying this game. Atlanta will be on a 5-on-3 advantage for another 21 seconds to begin the third period, which starts in around 17 minutes. Ethan Hyder, through 40 minutes of play for the Gladiators in between the pipes, has stopped 25 of 28 Greenville shots, while Matthias Scholl, for the Swamp Rabbits, making his professional debut in goal for Greenville, has stopped 24 of 27. The shots on goal in that second period, 14 for Atlanta, 11 for Greenville. The power plays, we finally got some penalties. In fact, we got 4 of them. First, Zach Yoder went off for a high stick at 10:58. Then Jeremy Hansel, during the same power play opportunity for Greenville, would go off for a hook at 12:08. Then the same sequence would occur just for the opposite team. Jacob Modry would take a 2-minute minor for tripping at 18:21, and then just less than a minute into the power play, John Parker Jones would take a 2-minute minor for interference, resulting in a 5-on-3 that once again will carry over to the third period. Atlanta and Greenville tied 3-3. Ethan, I will deliver this autograph to my dad. Any final thoughts before we let you go and we welcome another on-the-call guest, Janine L'Esperance, a season ticket holder, into the booth for the third?
Yes, I would just like to thank everybody watching on Flow Hockey and YouTube for all of their support. It is my dream to become a broadcaster one day, and any support I can get from any of you guys, thank you so much. And I really love being on the All the Call program, and I really love broadcasting hockey for you guys. So if you guys are enjoying this, that means the world to me. But other than that, thank you so much for watching.
It's amazing stuff. Ethan Esther, everybody. A round of applause for everybody watching at home. I'll give him a little bit. I'll quiet it down because we are in the press area. But after 40 minutes of play, the score, Atlanta 3, Greenville 3. 15 minutes exactly away from the start of the third period. I'll be back in 10 to bring you highlights of the second stanza.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 37th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticKnit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; VFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2025 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Hotel Planner, official hotel reservations partner; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Prolific One, exclusive secondary ticketing partner; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2025 ECHL Hockey Heritage Weekend. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
The Gladiators wish a happy birthday to our amazing fans celebrating their birthday with us. Happy 12th birthday, Austin. Happy birthday, Jonathan. Happy birthday, Michelle Leah. Happy birthday, James Kyles. I love you. Happy birthday, Breakaway Lindsay. Happy 25th birthday, Scotty. Happy 4th birthday, JoJo. Happy birthday, Sean Torch. We would also like to welcome and recognize our groups joining us tonight. Atlanta Flooring and Design. Welcome, SSFD. Austin's Birthday Group. The Sneaker Santoral Group. Kids in Step Dance. United Karate, Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia. Welcome, BMW of Gwinnett. Welcome, ClashGraphics.com. Welcome, Built Different 9 and Under Baseball. Welcome, Freeze and Nichols. Welcome, The Violent Gentleman. Welcome, Camp Sunshine. Welcome, Jacob Ferris and Friends. Welcome, the Ice Storms Institute. Welcome, Gwinnett County Public Schools Foundation. Welcome, Girl Scout Troop 24057. Welcome, Swagalock. the Drip Bar Snellville will revolutionize preventative care with IV drips tailored to you. Come hydrate, boost your energy, strengthen your immune system, or bounce back from a tough week. Whatever you need, they've got it. The Drip Bar Snellville. Make moves like the Gladiators and start your health here. Now let's send it back down to Emma.
All right, now fans, I didn't understand why you were booing at first, but upon further review, the guys' team did start a little earlier, and I'm gonna have to give it to the girls. Gotta make things right. All right, congratulations to my ladies. You have won the Uncle Jack's gift card.
Fans, let's send it back down to Emma on the stage for a game of Name That Tune.
All right, fans, I'm here with Keon on the stage, and we're gonna play a little game called Name That Tune. So, first, we're gonna play a song from a popular retro game, and then you're gonna have to guess what it's from. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's hear that first tune. You think you got it?
Mario.
It is from Super Mario Bros. All right, we're 1 of 3. Okay, let's hear the second sound.
first. Board battle here in the near corner. Neely and Pearson after it. Pearson digs it free. Cody Sylvester, he shoots, he scores! Cody Sylvester, a power play goal, and it's 2-1 at 5:02. Leading 23rd goal of the year. Two Solar Bears right next to him, doesn't matter. Fire it through traffic, and good things will happen. Cody Sylvester has found the back of the net. That's here on home ice. So Chris Harper, number 4, has the puck left circle. One-timer score, we're tied. Aaron Nazarian. Just a little bit. Let's take a look at the replay for those watching on Flow Hockey. Harper looked one way, stacked.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 37th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; VFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2025 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Hotel Planner, official hotel reservations partner; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Prolific One, exclusive secondary ticketing partner; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2025 ECHL Hockey Heritage Weekend. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Welcome back to Atlanta Gladiators Hockey. Liam Gotimer here with you. Joining me in the booth is Janine L'Esperance, a season ticket holder. Janine, welcome to the booth. It's great to be here with you.
Thank you.
Of course, as Atlanta and Greenville tied up at 3 goals apiece, the Gladiators will be on a 5-on-3 advantage for another 21 seconds in a tie hockey game. The Glads will skate from right to left. Greenville will skate from left to right. To your starters, presented by CenXL Georgia, Ryan Francis, Jackson Pearson, and the captain, Eric Neely. On defense will be Derek Topatic, just one defenseman. The other player, Alex Campbell, number 13. The Swamp Rabbits only with 3 skaters. Head coach Kyle Mountain will send out Ben Poisson. He takes the face-off. That's a fun name to say, isn't it? Chandler Romeo and Miles Gendron. So 2 defensemen, 1 forward. Atlanta wins the draw, and Ryan Francis speeds in. Alex Campbell, left wing side for Francis, and Scholl shuts it down 8 seconds in. And Janine, a big save there by Matthias Scholl. So Janine, tell the fans a little bit about yourself. How long have you been a season ticket holder? Who's your favorite Gladiator? Give it all to me here.
I think I've been full season for like 5 years.
It's beautiful.
And who's my favorite? I don't know. They're all my favorites.
They're all your favorite? Okay.
I really like Derek Topatic, but he was the first one that, once I joined the Booster Club, I did a scrapbook for him. So
okay.
He was the first one I really talked to.
We had Natalie Young in the broadcast booth last night. She said her favorite player was Derek Topatic. So what's the theme? Number 28, certainly a fan favorite. Janine, you are one of my favorite fans here. You know, I love all the fans, but just seeing you on a game day, every single day, smile on your face, knowing how much you love the Gladiators, it's really my pleasure to have you up here with me.
Thank you. I'm just excited to be up here. Fun.
Here is Eric Neely on the backhand. 5-on-3 over, 40 seconds of power play time remaining. Alex Campbell will twirl at the left circle. Rink wide feed. Francis walks in. It's blocked. Sent in front. Scholl dives on top of it. And Matthias Scholl really improving as this game moves along. His first start in the pros. .46 seconds gone by here in the third period. Furiolo sends it across, one-timer from Hansel, denied by the blocker of Matthias Scholl, and cleared out by the Swamp Rabbits. We are exactly 60 seconds into the third period. 10 seconds of power play time remaining. John Parker Jones in the box. He's ready to get out, holding the penalty box door. Carson Denemy to the blue line, lot of space. Furiolo couldn't handle it on his forehand. So Alex Young looks to get to the puck. Carter Savoy scoops it up for the Swamp Rabbits. From left to right, here come Greenville. Austin Saint shoots, that gets deflected out of play. And a stoppage, a minute 27 in. Now that we have a moment, let's take a look around the Premier AA Hockey League. The ECHL, the Florida Everblades, after losing on home ice last night, that's a rare occasion, by a final score of 1-0 to the Toledo Walleye. They lead Toledo 3-1 in the second period. The second period has just come to a close. The South Carolina Stingrays, well, they won by 6 goals over the Kalamazoo Wings on the road. The Savannah Ghost Pirates lost 5-0 to the Norfolk Admirals last night. They're down 5-1 after 40 in tonight's game. That's your look at the South Division around the ECHL. Joey Cipollone looking to untie this game. Leaves it off for Andrew Jarvis, who shoots. Scholl stops it. Didn't know where the puck was for a moment. Mickey Burns, who had an impressive game last night, playing in his 5th game as a pro, reverses the puck down low for Hernandez. Burns has a man draped over his back. It's sent down low. Hernandez pinned to the backboards by Jeragash. Atlanta centers. Mickey Burns had a chance at the side of the goal. No dice. Hernandez turns, fires, and another save by Scholl. Mickey Burns moves his skates quickly but loses the puck. This might be an odd man rush for Greenville. Haskins already with a primary assist tonight. Saint shoots, pad save, Hyder, but they score. Greenville takes the 4-3 lead at 2:20. It all started with Haskins, who fed Saint, stopped by Hyder. The rebound was loose at the side of the goal and picked up by the Rabbits. Put home by Brent Peterson, the alternate captain, 6'3" forward out of Arthur, Ontario. Takes advantage of a rebound. And Janine, Atlanta now trails. It's just going to make for a better comeback. Trust me. But Atlanta needs a goal now. And they really have taken it to the Swamp Rabbits here at the start of the third period. But once again, we saw this last night. Atlanta getting into the Greenville zone, doing good things, getting shots on net, quantity and quality alike. But then the Swamp Rabbits just come the other way. And 2 players get lost in coverage. First it's Saint. Save made by Hyder, but he relinquishes a rebound. And then right at the side of the goal, Brent Peterson, that's an easy one. And when a veteran has an opportunity to score from a place like that with the goaltender out of position, he's not going to miss. And he did not. Greenville has the lead, 3:05 here into the period. So Ben Poisson atop the right circle, they score! It got redirected over Hyder's glove, and it's 5-3 Swamp Rabbits. Ben Poisson from the right point almost. And you have to wonder, how did that puck float in? Hyder beaten over the glove. And head coach Derek Nesbitt and assistant coach Matt Ginn, prior to that 5-on-3 during the latter stages of the second period, took their timeout. So they were without one. The ice completely tilted in Greenville's favor. And the final score last night was 5-3 Swamp Rabbits. Now it's 5-3 Greenville again. But Atlanta has 16:40 left to go. Furiolo drags, looks to shoot. It gets deflected to the side of Scholl. At the right point, Zach Yoder down low for Alex Campbell. He takes a hit to the back from Romeo. Left wing corner, it's sent up the boards. Francis digging for it. O'Hara picks it up for Greenville, and it's smacked off of the far boards right next to the Gladiator bench. Zach Yoder has it in his own end. He'll go D to D for Furiolo, back for Yoder. Outside of the red line, he'll now reach it. Alex Campbell skates into a loose puck. Lost the battle to number 21, Sam Cota. And now flying into the zone is O'Hara. He looks rink wide, but Datema shut him down well. Really good play there by Brendan Datema. Datema just continues to get better and better every single game. One of those players that you look at from where he was last year when he turned pro to right now, has made significant strides, and an awesome person as well. Stewart Roloff's out through center. Two players collide. We have a penalty. Stepan Timofeyev is going to get called down for interference. He cannot believe it, but he'll go to the box, and Janine, Atlanta will go to the power play at 4:24. Let's catch you up on the goals for the Swamp Rabbits in this third period. Once again, Greenville has a 5-3 lead. But the Gladiators to the power play as Stepan Timofeyev goes off for interference. The first goal came at 2:20. Brent Peterson is 14th from Austin Saint and Kyle Haskins. Then 50 seconds later, it would be Carter Savoy, his 23rd from Ben Poisson. So Poisson took the shot, the deflection from Savoy. 3 goals in 2 games against the Gladiators for Carter Savoy. So an immediate clear for the Swamp Rabbits. Derek Topatic for Atlanta will begin his approach. He'll backhand the pass for Ryan Francis. He's got Jackson Pearson in stride to the back door. Nobody standing there for Atlanta. Jackson Pearson back to the top. Topatic for Campbell, back for Topatic, but it took a bounce off of a Swamp Rabbit out of the Greenville end. So Derek Topatic playing in his 63rd game of 72 this season. 11 goals, 30 assists, 41 points. He dumps it in, looks to get to his own puck. But it's cleared right back out by Greenville, and the Swamp Rabbit fans are loud right now. Gas South Arena a little bit quiet for the Glads. Ryan Francis tries to change that against his former team, scored last night. Alex Young can't pick it up at the wall, so Denemy forced to retreat to the neutral zone. Working the puck away from a Swamp Rabbit, that's Savoy, is Hansel, but again, no lane for Furiolo. Without Cody Sylvester, the power play for the Gladiators, without one of its top producers. Perhaps its top producer, as the puck deflects off of Furiolo's glove into the Greenville bench at 5:44. The shots on goal in this third period, 4-3 Atlanta, 31 all for the game. And you know, even though the Gladiators are down 2 goals right now, I have a feeling that this game is not over yet. The Gladiators can strike quickly here, get momentum back in their favor. Hockey's such a momentum-based sport. We've seen the Gladiators on a few occasions this year down by 2 or more goals in the third period just storm back quickly. It just takes one shift to get back in it. And you bet head coach Derek Nesbitt and assistant coach Matt Ginn know that. Nesby has been preaching that all year, stack shifts. And the Glads need to do that right now on the power play. A face-off win, a good start. Denemy over to the right circle. Young couldn't handle it, but Furiolo skated over. He's met by Gendron, and he'll smack it right past Furiolo. And all the way down the sheet. So Ethan Hyder, the goaltender out of Maple Grove, Minnesota, who has stopped 26 of 31 tonight. Plays it for his defense, and Nick Wong will funnel it deep. Jeremy Hansel lost it. He stepped up. A dangerous play. Shorthanded break. Austin Saint stopped by Ethan Hyder. Saint turns, shoots again. Hyder stops that. Austin Saint all over the ice tonight. you could argue, the best player for either team. As Jeremy Hensel dumps in, back to even strength are the Swamp Rabbits. Denemy tests Matthias Scholl, who makes the save. And again, far too easy of a 2-minute sequence for Matthias Scholl while on the penalty kill. From right to left, Atlanta comes up the ice. Hernandez for Mickey Burns, shoots, pad save made by Scholl. The rebound pops out for Brent Peterson. This might be a break. He's forced left, and Hyder kicks it away with his pad. Brent Peterson still with it. Remains on his skates despite Mickey Burns all over him. The puck loose in front, just missing it is Dawson Tritt. And now outside of the red line, Haskins gets it over a couple of sticks. And now Timofeyev will create a 2-on-1 and nearly scored. It got deflected off of Hyder's stick and out of play. Notice how I said nearly. He did not score. And 7:26 into the third period. The Swamp Rabbits have a 2-goal lead. Let's head to our first media timeout of the frame.
Blimey, you've let us astray again.
But these maps are so tricky.
I've got your treasure.
Do tell, Laddie.
Play Keno and win money every 3.5 minutes. Kevin, give the signal. You pick 10 numbers. Then Keno picks 20.
The more we be matching,
The more we be winning!
and now we feast.
Or not. Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes playing Keno.
Have you ever watched a hockey game and thought, I could totally do that? Call the game and break down the action? Well, now is your chance to make that thought a reality with a unique and thrilling opportunity on the call with Liam Gotimer. This one-of-a-kind program invites you to step into the broadcast booth with me for an exclusive hands-on experience in the world of sports broadcasting. Whether you're an aspiring broadcaster or a die-hard hockey fan, this is your chance to join in on the fun. Visit AtlantaGladiators.com for more information and how to sign up today.
Janine during the break about broadcasting, and she tells me how she's just amazed on how I can go player to player. And I told her, I can go so fast. Do you want to see it? She was like, yeah, so we're going to get some fast play-by-play coming your way here. Swamp Rabbits with the puck here in the offensive zone. Dawson Tritt, number 23, has it at the left point. He'll roll it around the boards. Jeremy Hansel, number 4, goes to the near side half wall where Alex Campbell will play it ahead. Racing north is Ryan Francis. He's all over the back of Miles Gendron, who quickly moves the puck. It's gloved down inside the line by Campbell. Nice pass. Neely goes back for Campbell. It goes off the corner boards. Campbell will spin on Modry. Creates some more time and space, but Modry picks up the puck. Campbell takes it right back. Excellent work by Campbell at the right wing half boards. He shoots towards the net. Wide to the stick side of Matthias Scholl. Francis and Timofeyev battle against one another near side half boards, offensive zone for the Glads. But Topadic will pick it up in his own zone, and he'll look for an outlet to the right of his goaltender. A rink-wide feed. Jeremy Hansel, the Coquitlam, British Columbia native. He has the puck at the side of the goal, misses wide to the stick side of Scholl. Along the right side here is Tyler Drevich wearing number 94, not his normal number 74 in tonight's game. Atop the zone, Jeremy Hansel, right dot. Campbell, high slot, shoots, and a save made by Scholl. He pins the puck to his chest. And with 11 minutes and 31 seconds to go here in regulation time, Janine remains a 2-goal game. Come on. Come on.
That was awesome.
Come on.
That was awesome.
Now we've done some fast play-by-play. Now I'd like to call some goals, please, hockey gods.
Yes.
Some fast goal calls would be nice. I'll slow it down now.
We'll just take the fast goals.
Sometimes I speak too fast for my brain, and I say one word before I'm supposed to say the other word. Play-by-play is such an amazing job. I mean, really, the people that do this, and again, I'm not tooting my own horn. It goes for every other broadcaster, whether they're in the FPHL, SPHL, ECHL, AHL, overseas, and EIHL, NHL. People who do this job were born to do this. My good friend Mark Benetti, who calls for the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, he's fantastic as well. Talk about broadcasters I really enjoy listening to around the South Division. All of them, but of note, Cristiano Semineta in Savannah, Mark Benetti in Greenville. And how about that? Mark Benetti just sent me a text. Got a stat change. Right on cue. So he heard me. Did the hockey gods hear me? This is Sam Cote to right circle. He didn't miss the top right corner of Ethan Hyder's net by much. So Zach Yoder up the right wing. Nick Wong had it for a moment. He lost it. and then lost an edge. So Sam Cota will streak up the same side he just did off of that opportunity that missed high stick side past Hyder. Hyder out of his net. He'll deflect the puck with his goal stick between his two pads. And with 10:50 and counting left to go, Zach Yoder will hold on to the puck. Yoder, 6'5", 205, out of Woodstock, Georgia, playing in his 48th game of the year. 5 assists. Waiting for a line change. The crowd getting a little bit restless with number 11. Wants him to move the puck, and he'll do just that. Firiolo, cross corner. Alex Young, shoved down to the ice by Poisson. Jackson Pearson, near side of the ice. Down low, Romeo can't get it out. Quick shot from Datema from along the boards. Blocked before getting to the net. We'll keep an eye on the Gladiators, see how aggressive they get down 2 goals here with regulation dwindling down. Puck backhanded by Jarvis, too far past Pearson. And this will be a SNXL icing. Face-off won by the Swamp Rabbits. Here's Austin Saint again. Misses wide. Mentioned that Alex Young had 7 shots on goal last night for the Gladiators. What is Austin Saint at? 6 for the game right now. Dominating. And Austin Saint has it again. Saint flies right past Jarvis. Getting all the way down to the deck was Datum, a good play. Brent Peterson backhands a pass intended for Haskins. He's got it back. Right point, D to D. The pass goes for Jeragash. Atlanta spending way too much time in their own zone, down 2 goals here. Jackson Pearson picks the puck back up. He smacks it off of the near boards, but again, Jeragash keeps it in. Off of the give and go, Jeragash scores. Dustin Jeragash, 9:18 to go in the 3rd period, and you could see that one coming. So it's a 6-3 game, 9:18 to go in the 3rd period, and things have really fallen apart on the Glads quickly here.
Greenville goal, scored by number 51, Dustin Jerry.
Let's head to immediate timeout. 9 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the 3rd. A 3-3 game has turned into a 6-3 game here at Gas South Arena. And not for the good guys.
Atlanta Gladiators know that nothing fuels our game like a delicious meal from Grandma's New York Pizza and Pasta. With fresh ingredients and a variety of mouth-watering toppings, Grandma's has something for every fan. Whether you're enjoying a classic pepperoni or trying one of their creative specialty pizzas, you can taste the passion in every single bite. So, next time you're looking to gather with friends or celebrate a win, head to Grandma's New York Pizza and Pasta in Lawrenceville and Sewanee, where great food and team spirit come together.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Welcome back to Atlanta Gladiators Hockey, live from Gas South Arena. We have no icing presented by SunXL Georgia. If it's not an icing, it's not presented by SunXL. As Greenville with the puck in the offensive zone, that's where the biscuit has been a majority of this 3rd period. Mickey Burns, number 10. Lays the puck back for Derek Topatic. Hansel loses his stick. He's broken a stick tonight and lost one. His twig picked up by the referee. So Firiolo in his own zone across for Topatic, back for Firiolo. A long stretch feed ahead. Eric Neely pulls up. Quick pass. Campbell had it for a moment. Now Neely has it back. Didn't get a lot on his shot attempt, so now Neely will skate over to the far corner in pursuit of the puck. Can't come away with it. And this will be a Senexel icing with 8:08 left to go. So catching up on the goals for Greenville officially. At 2:20 was Brent Peterson, his 14th from Austin St. and Kyle Haskins. Then at 3:10 it was Ben Poisson, his third from Carter Savoy and Dawson Tritt. And then at 10:42, Dustin Jeragash gets his first from Brent Peterson. So Greenville striking 3 times in 10 minutes and 42 seconds. And as unfortunate as that is, I say that to make the point of, well, if Greenville can do it, can Atlanta score 3 in 7:55? Momentum, a powerful thing. So Neely sent down to the ice. He has a man over his back. Lays a hit right back. Those two might go. Neely decides not to drop the gloves with Chandler Romeo. Here's O'Hara, left wing side to the front. Missing the tap in is Kota. He'll backhand it across, and Brackett stopped by Hyder. Shots on goal in this third period, 8-7 Greenville, 36-34 visitors for the game. The Gladiators will be back in action on April the 2nd. That's Wednesday night. A 7 o'clock puck drop from Gas South Arena against the Orlando Solar Bears. If Atlanta is defeated tonight by Greenville, they will be eliminated from Kelly Cup playoff contention. Not news that I want to tell you, but news that I have to tell you. Here is Andrew Jarvis. Straight away, nearly went in. Glads keep the puck here in the offensive zone. Tyler Drevich, cross-check to the back. Went head first into the end boards. We play on. From left to right, speeding his way past Cranford is Poisson. He's got Timo Feyev in front. Going down is Datema. Puck kept in by Greenville. John Parker Jones at the wall. Has it on his forehand. Looks for a deflection. He got one, but it got tipped out of play by Tritt. After Wednesday night's game, Atlanta will remain on home ice for their matchup against the Solar Bears once again on April the 4th. Then they head to Greenville to take on the Swamp Rabbits on the 5th. A meeting with the Jacksonville Icemen on the 6th. That is Fan Appreciation Day and the last game on home ice for the 2024-25 Gladiators. And then to close out the season, a road trip to Estero, Florida and Savannah, Georgia. 3 games against the Everblades and 1 game against Savannah. As Alex Young speeds to the puck, deflects off of Jackson Pearson, steered away by Scholl, who is 6:27 away from his first professional win in his first professional game. And if the score does hold and Greenville wins, here's a stat for you. The last 3 Gladiator defeats will have been to a goaltender earning their first professional win. Saw it in Orlando, or against Orlando, I should say, on Education Day. A 4-3 overtime defeat. Luke Pavicic with his first professional win. Then we saw Pierce Charlson earn his first professional win for Greenville last night. And Scholl trying to do it for Greenville for a second straight night, as Hyder makes a breakaway save on Brent Peterson, bidding for his second goal of the game. Even though Atlanta down 3 goals here, they need to bring it for the final 5.5 minutes. Here's Haskins trying to walk all the way through, and he did, until he was shoved into the goal by Zach Yoder. 5:27 to go in the third period. One final media timeout. 6-3 Greenville.
Check out the video board for tonight's Play the Game, brought to you by
back here at Gas South Arena. Atlanta trailing by 3 goals. 5:27 to go in the third period. Liam Gotimer and Janine L'Esperance here with you. Janine, I would love to hear your thoughts on the Gladiators jerseys tonight. Those are beautiful, huh?
I love these. They were my favorite when we saw them last year, and I love them.
Last year, these jerseys were the Gladiators' warm-up jerseys. They wore them in Greenville for one preseason game. And they are just as beautiful tonight as they were that day. Just wish we can win in them. Mickey Burns across the ice in the neutral zone. Zach Yoder cuts to the right, and he is shoved straight down by Modry as Mickey Burns scores his first professional goal, and it's 6-4. In game number 5 of his professional career, Mickey Burns finally gets rewarded. And a moment, number 10, we'll never, ever forget. Hernandez took the puck away and set up Burns, and he goes glove side on Matthias Scholl, and the Gladiators have a heartbeat in this game. And momentum certainly a powerful thing. And a lot of time left to play. Janine, if you can get a goal here in the next, let's say 2.5 minutes, get a chance to pull your goaltender down just 1. And I'll bring you back to the breakaway save from Ethan Hyder that kept this a 6-3 game, allowing Atlanta to find their legs, score their 4th goal of the contest. And once again, show some life in this game. Beautiful pass from Campbell on the backhand. It missed Gotimer. Right next to the Gladiator bench, Gotimer D-to-D for Jarvis. He'll set it up for Ryan Francis, who looks to dance through the Swamp Rabbits defense. Slammed out of the zone. So Jeremy Hansel, number 4. Passes it back for Andrew Jarvis. Up the ice for Hansel, gets redirected. Back on it is Connor Hutchison, number 20. D-to-D for Dustin Jeragash. Gets some air under it, looking for a teammate, but we are going to have a stoppage, and the faceoff will come back into the offensive zone for the Glad. So a couple of notes here. With 4:03 left to go. Number 1, Atlanta has already used their timeout. Number 2 is if you're head coach Derek Nesbitt and assistant coach Matt Ginn, when do you pull your goaltender? And for a game that has seen a combined 74 shots on goal so far, pull the goaltender. Because perhaps anything you send to the net could cause trouble for the Swamp Rabbits. 4 minutes may seem like a lot of time, but when you're trailing by 2, it's a different story. Brent Peterson across, it doesn't matter, they score. It's 7-4. A wide open lane across the ice from Peterson to Haskins. Peterson just drifted into the corner, had his head up all the way, and just no sticks in the passing lane. And I don't think Kyle Haskins is going to score an easier goal in his professional career. Just get your stick down and you'll tap it in, and that's exactly what it does. Or what he does, I should say. And the 11th goal of the contest goes the way of the Swamp Rabbits. We have a stoppage, puck played by a high stick. 3:42 to go.
Time of the goal, 16:10. Again, that's Haskins from Peterson and Saint at 16:10.
The Gladiator goal comes at 14:58. It's Mickey Burns, the first goal of his professional career, the first of many, hopefully, assisted by Randy Hernandez. Made this a 6-4 score. The Gladiators had some life,
But Kyle Haskins scores at 16-10, his second from Brent Peterson and Austin Saint. And the last time Ethan Hyder took on the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, 8 goals against, tonight 7. Face-off win by the Swamp Rabbits in their own zone. Speeding to the puck is Austin Saint. Furiolo gets there first and shoves Saint all the way down. No retaliation from the Swamp Rabbits. Ryan Cranford along the right wing. Fires it in, cross corner. Romeo plays it off of the glass. Brent Peterson creates some body position, moves it out to center. Andrew Jarvis back on it for the Gladiators, and turning the puck the other direction will be Ryan Cranford. Scored last night, just missed scoring tonight, as he missed wide to the stick side of Matthias Scholl. So we just reached the 17-minute mark of the first period. Of the third period, I should say. Again, speak so fast sometimes, Janine, you know, forget what period it is. It happens. I mentioned it during the last broadcast, I think. They tell you in broadcasting school to not correct yourself. I don't believe in that. If I mess up, I'm going to own it. I just said it was the first period and the third period. That's on me. All good. I hope you all enjoying the pink suit tonight, by the way. Pink suit, pink tie. This guy not afraid to wear pink. Ever. I just got to get the pink pants to go along with it. Now that would finish it off.
Trying to compete with Jared.
Trying to compete with Jared? I don't really think there is competing with Jared. When he brings out the coat that he did a few nights, or a few theme nights back, I should say.
Yeah.
I could be talking about his Heroes Night jacket, his, how do I put it? I got to keep this broadcast friendly. Long coat. Long coat. He has a lot in the wardrobe. That's Jared for you. Wish him all the best. Carson Denemy out through center, right wing side. Jackson Pearson, a backhander. Scholl swallows that up. We had a Gladiator crash the crease, and Greenville did not like that. Stuart Roloff's getting his glove hand into the face of a Gladiator. And now we'll have a fight. Alex Young desperately trying to get back up to his skates. He's the player that was taken down adjacent to the Greenville net. So now skating away will be the Swamp Rabbit who was involved. That was Stepan Timofeyev. It was indeed Alex Young who was at the bottom of that pile. But you have to love Alex Young going hard until the final whistle. His team down 3 goals. He just continues to impress game in and game out. Gladiators have found the gem in number 22. Ryan Francis as well had a goal and assist last night. My dad says what's up, by the way. He just sent me a text. He said he hopes you're doing well. 2:10 left to go here in regulation time. Both players have gone to their respective locker rooms. Stepan Timofeyev for Greenville. And for Atlanta, Alex Young. Someday, gotta hold on for what we got. They make a difference if you, come on, you like it, yeah. Looking at my producer here saying, you like the singing voice, right? He's like, hey, I'm just producing for you, man. Glad's down 7-4, might as well start singing. 1:55 to go here in the third. Here are the penalties.
4 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 17:50. Again, that's Young. 4 minutes for roughing at 17:50. Greenville penalty to number 16, Stepan Timofeyev. 4 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 17:50. Again, that's Timofeyev at 17:50. 4 minutes for roughing.
As you just heard, 4 minutes for roughing on each Stepan Timofeyev and Alex Young. So neither player will return to tonight's game. Jeremy Hansel sends the puck out to center. Chandler Romeo will skate right in over the attacking line. Cut right. He's double teamed by Hansel and Campbell, but the Gladiators will get out of their own end. Joey Cipollone down the left wing. He shoots. Shouldered away by Matthias Scholl. Another turnover from Greenville. Hernandez can't take it at the blue line. He was shoved off, didn't have the puck. Under 60 seconds left to go. The Swamp Rapids fans loud here at Gas South Arena. Ecstatic with their team's performance. And for the Gladiators, like last night, very similar story. Stretches to where they played well, but Greenville just too much for him. As Ryan Francis in his own zone finds Ryan Cranford. The only play he has is to send it down deeper into the Atlanta end. Brent Peterson ties up Drevich in the far corner. Cranford at the wall, backhands it off the end boards. Furiolo will stretch it up ahead. Mickey Burns, one of the bright spots in tonight's game, scoring his first pro goal, finds Drevich, who will turn in the corner. 2 seconds left to go. He's shoved off. Puck picked up by Greenville, and this game has come to an end. The Swamp Rabbits win by a final score of 7-4. Atlanta falls tonight on home ice and on retro gaming night. A quick recap before we let you go. I have an auction to get to on ice level. Atlanta receiving goals by Alex Young, Nick Wong, Jackson Pearson, and Mickey Burns. But unfortunately for the Gladiators, 7 goals for the Swamp Rabbits. Matthias Scholl in his first professional start earns his first professional win. And you know what? You have to love that, Janine, huh? It may not be the team that we root for, right? But the Greenville Swamp Rabbits saluting their fans here at Gas South Arena. I know Atlanta fans may not like to hear it, but that's what makes the game of hockey so amazing. It brings people together. And the Swamp Rabbits may be in last place in the South Division, but to have that many fans out there and to have the team respond in kind, really a beautiful thing. Gladiators fall, but it's the little moments in the greatest game on earth that you really take away from time to time, and that certainly is one of them. That is really awesome. And the win for Greenville, Matthias Scholl, his first professional start, his first professional victory, the third goaltender in the last 3 games for a Gladiator opponent that has won their first professional game. Ethan Hyder stopped 34 of 41 in the loss. The shots on goal in the third period, 13-10 in favor of the Swamp Rabbits, 41-37 Greenville for the game. The power plays, Atlanta was 0 for 3, Greenville was 0 for 2. The goals, Atlanta outscored Greenville 2-1 in the first. Greenville outscored the Gladiators 2-1 in the second. And in the third, dominance from the Swamp Rabbits. They score 4 to Atlanta's 1. Well, that concludes tonight's edition of the Premier AA Hockey League, the ECHL, and the Atlanta Gladiators. For Ethan Esther and Janine L'Esperance, I am Liam Gotimer. Thank you so much for joining me on tonight's edition of Atlanta Gladiators Hockey. Until next time, which is Wednesday night at Gas South Arena when the Glads take on the Orlando Solar Bears. Stay safe, stay well, and as always, go Glads. One final message. Gladiators may be eliminated from Kelly Cup playoff contention, but the game of hockey is so beautiful, and the fact that you guys tune in, listen, and watch every single game means the world to every single person up here in this press box, and not many more fans devoted to the Gladiators than this woman right here. Janine Lesbrunts and the wonderful Booster Club feeding the team after tonight's game. I feel so grateful after a 7-4 loss to be surrounded by such amazing people. That does it. Let's send you off. Enjoy your Saturday night, and we'll talk on Wednesday.